Yeah, that is
This
crazy.
was before
Yeah,
she
that's
did
what.
that or after? I mean, before he did that or after?
When you talk about the post,
What she's saying in the post. The picture was taken before he did that because you said it was the same day. She didn't say if it was before. I'm assuming it was before.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
for
She
sure.
cut him in his ribs. That's crazy right there.
And
they
she's
cool
laughing.
now.
Cause some people is crazy.
I got
Some
cut
people
by
like
a
that.
girl that I'm cool.
I know somebody that got cut before too, but he's crazy. He probably deserved it by a chick I'm talking about. But like,
Nobody deserves that.
If he didn't cut her,
he's crazy. So he probably was.
Probably punched her in the mouth.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what else I was saying. Some people like that. They think that that's love. Like if you don't, people are saying that when I remember Drea got canceled and Rihanna kicked her off her thing because she was like, love when Megan got shot. She was like, love me. I want somebody to love me like that. Shoot me or whatever. Drea was making a joke, but I think she really partially felt that way. It wasn't really a joke. And that's from a place of brokenness.
That reminds me of that Cassie situation.
Some people show
that reminds me of that Cassie situation. She said the same thing about Kim.
She said what? She laughed.
Yeah,
that's not
but this the same situation. You're making light of something, and then when you go through it, you want sympathy through it. Like y'all got picked one.
But Erica didn't, clearly, because she's laughing about it.
Yeah,
so
that's
different.
crazy. Like.
That's why I'm not talking about the people that don't want to be in those situations. I'm talking about the people that like that and find that attractive, and they think you gotta damn near kill or well, that ain't gonna be a curse.
Is that?
You gotta unalive them to show or get close to that to show how you feel. That's the people I'm talking about, not the people that would leave when you start doing it. And if you're laughing at somebody else, that's separate from you. It's insensitive, but it's not you. And most of the time, people are insensitive to the situation until they're in that situation themselves. They don't look at it the same. But chicks be crazy. I would never say that. Like, yeah, I want you to show me that you care. And I do want you to be a little, you need to be assertive and aggressive to some extent. Like, don't let me walk over you, but I don't want you putting your hands on. I don't want you attacking me or nothing like that. That's ridiculous. And if you're doing that, or I sense you have the capacity to do that, then I wouldn't want to do that. But that's ridiculous.
Respect, child. Respect.
So
in those situations, don't
We
end
going
up
without the
usually
light
if
today?
they don't leave, they're gonna end up.
it's not. Well, you can turn it on. It's not. It's still got some light right now, but
Oh, it's not.
it's not on here. You can turn it on still. Just, I mean, because when it
Yeah,
gets
because
dark,
it's
you gotta
dark.
remember to turn it on while we talking.
I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, but it should be anyway because the light still looks better because there's no light on. Even though the light's shining from outside, it still looks.
Sun is shining. The weather is sweet.
Yo, welcome to another episode
leaning
of
over.
Get Lifted. 30 is the new 20. It's your boy, Smiley Jizzle, and my man,
So deep.
and our co-host,
La jefa.
and we in the.
La música David.
We got some. Well, I know. I don't know what you guys got right now, but I've been seeing some crazy stuff
I got some stuff
on the internet today. This new Project 2025 report. We gotta talk about that. We have to. I mean, we got to. That's crazy. Jay-Z disturbing deletion of a mistress. We could talk about that a little bit, just a little bit, because it's all speculation. And Jay-Z is one of my favorite rappers. I ain't gonna hold you, so.
Say what you saying, bias?
Well, I want to hear
He
the
still gotta
facts.
listen to his music. We already
I want to hear the
discussed
facts.
that.
Right.
Regardless of what you do, if I like your music, that's not gonna.
Look,
I don't agree with what you do, but your music, that's my entertainment. I don't.
Adam 22 interviewing Blackstar. We could talk. I really ain't even want to say his name, but I want to talk about how we feel about.
I heard that wasn't the actual person. That was his brother.
I was about to say because if we know
The
that he
actual
did
person
it,
is
then
in
how
jail.
is
Is
he?
in jail.
I don't know. All I'm gonna say is
I don't even know.
from what
I
I
didn't
watched,
listen
because
to
I
Pop
watched it. He said what he said. I'm gonna talk about that. I watched the Star Report. He had people calling in to discuss it, whatever. So I'm gonna give y'all, from watching it, what I know, and y'all tell me what y'all think about that. And cause I just don't like when they glorify. I ain't like when Act did it. I be joking, Act the problem, but really they are, yo. You know what I mean? Like we are. Like if I'm gonna talk about something like that, I need to talk about it in a way that's conducive to our culture. That's gonna help us. Like, okay, I could talk about what the issue is, but how do we stop stuff like this from happening? What can we do as people to make sure that this isn't always something that's going on? You know what I mean? And then the beef with Drake, Kendrick. You know what I mean? Where do we think that's going? Because there's a lot of stuff that popped up about that. And relationships a little bit, because we always got to talk about that. And I got a little splash of business stuff, dealing with people. You know, I'm not going to say any names, but just dealing with people with my own experience. And if you are starting a do-it-yourself business, or you got a small business, or you are thinking about doing it, there's a few things that you might want to keep in mind. So we're going to talk about all that. We're going to have a good episode, conductive stuff, starting a little bit early. But yeah, let's get to it. So the first, what do y'all want to talk about? Y'all got anything that was on your mind? Anything?
I want to talk about the Big Dog Bird Band having, I think it was like a Hot Boys reunion or Cash Money reunion.
Talk about that. I don't know anything about that.
So basically,
what do you know?
So basically, from what I saw, Cash Money looked like they was having a reunion. You see Baby, you see
Was
Slim.
BG there? Probably
BG
not.
there? I don't think BG.
Oh!
He a little
I don't think
zesty
BG.
now.
I don't think BG was there, and I don't think Turk was there. So basically,
there's some conflicts.
Juvie was there.
Okay.
And Wayne was there.
Okay.
And you know what I'm saying?
It's some conflicts.
Some of the group.
It's some conflicts with some of the members.
So basically, Lil Wayne was getting allegedly criticized by Baby, because Baby wanted Lil Wayne to come on stage, basically. And Lil Wayne didn't go. It's like, nigga, I'm not
getting
doing
paid for this.
Yeah, I'm not doing no Hot
know who
Boy
I
reunion.
am?
He went on stage, he performed, but he performed his shit. He didn't perform no Hot Boy song. So basically,
because he probably fuck with, well, he respects him, and
he
grew
up
appreciate
with
what
Turk.
he did
He
for
grew
his
up with Turk,
career.
yeah.
That's his
But-
daddy. He was stunning like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the business, sometimes you don't need to mix business with pleasure.
Yeah,
So
that's
after
true,
all
too.
that, he probably like, we still cool, I still love you,
but I'm gonna only do what I'm
No
contracted to do. Yeah, I'm not doing nothing for just the love type shit. And that's what Baby was saying. He was upset because, well, allegedly he went on stage and he was like, he ain't no pussy ass nigga. He did this for the city and shit like that. And people are alleging he was talking about Wayne and shit. But I don't know. I just want to say, I hope that's not the case, and I hope that
that he refused to perform.
No. I just hope that Baby didn't take it nowhere. Because even if he refused to perform,
I think, that conversation should have been had before this even came up.
Exactly.
Like, whenever they squashed the issue or whatever they should have.
Exactly.
Who organized that reunion? Was it Baby? Had to be.
I don't even know. I think they were getting like all of them were getting.
It was his
awarded for some
brother.
shit.
This how I feel about it. I feel like
You know what I'm saying?
with that whole situation, it's how you look at it. Like if everybody get together and they say, yo, we you know, whatever, we gonna squash it, we gonna do this for the culture, we gonna do this for the people, we gonna do this for the city, then okay. Because everybody wanna see them together, everybody wanna see them reunite, everybody wanna hear back that
I
thing
forgot
up,
what Slim looked like.
you know.
nigga.
A lot of people still mess with them out
bro.
there. So it's definitely something
Fuck.
to be around, like to be around them. And I also think that like certain people got bad blood, some people can't outgrow that. Like, you know what I mean? Like they gonna, you know, you could live, you could do whatever, but I'm not messing with you like that. You ain't never been real with me from the jump, so
and they probably still
I'm not
got
gonna
love for
pretend.
them. That's why they're not even gonna come
But
around because they
it's
don't
for
want
the
to
it's
fight
for the culture, it's
Yeah,
for the
but
city.
forget all that.
So
A real
we wanna push
hood.
P.
We talking about if these
But we
people
gonna push
really
P. These
can.
niggas old. Come
Yeah,
on, now.
they old. But if you talk about a real hood dude that
You
came
could be
from the
real
gutter,
hood,
that's
bro.
but if we're talking about them, the reality, not how it should be or what you think, maybe they shouldn't act this way. But if you that way and you're really, you know, been to prison or you live this rough life, you go by a certain code. And they probably do still got love for them, so they don't want to fight, they don't want to unalive them or nothing, so they need to stay away from each other because they don't want it to get to that point. They're just gonna leave it how it is. And then some people, they gotta separate the business. Like, we still cool, but because of the situation that happened, they can't do, like, that. Those people, you're not changing their mind. You could call it stubborn or say however you feel about it, but this is the reality of people that come from that type of life somehow. Like, they go by a certain code and they're not going to change that. Especially, like you said, they're older.
I think
when you a certain age, if you've been a certain way your whole life, that's probably how you gonna die.
But I think that's understandable. But then we're not giving people enough credit for growth. Because I know a lot of people
we're
that
talking about this situation.
I
they didn't
understand
show
that,
up,
but I'm
so
saying, but what
it's
I'm
based
saying,
on what they did.
I know what off of them, off of their actions. What I'm saying is to say that even though this is a behavior that we understand, this is what's going on. I think we have an understanding of what it is. We understand, like, you know, like, I'm standing on my shit, like, you know, whatever. We understand that. What I'm saying is that mentality, we can't keep pushing that.
I'm
And
not
if we-
pushing
and if we
it, but
gonna-
we're saying we know who we're dealing
Well,
with.
I know we know who we
You
doing,
gotta
but we
understand the reality
talking
of it.
about
Not
the
how it
reality
should
of it is what already happened. But we talking about it as what transpired to say, okay, is this the way that we should conduct ourselves as a culture overall?
But these
Should
are
we behave like
assumptions
that?
too, because we don't know why the other people
We don't.
didn't show up.
But to your point, if you're saying like the codes and
If
such,
that's the reason,
is that-
but you should do
okay.
it on your own terms. It shouldn't be for other people that don't even know you.
you doing no, but I'm saying
'Cause
when
you
you
said for the
doing it,
culture.
when you doing it right, you doing this for the culture. You still making music, you still doing whatever you doing. If you still doing that, and you're a part of that, then I think you owe it to your fans, the people that still support you, the people that because those people probably pulled up expecting you to be there. Or maybe if you got like a fan club, crazy fan club like that, maybe you say, yo, I'm not pulling up or whatever. But something for the fans, because these are the people that's, you know, paying for the car that you got outside and the house that you got and baby mothers that you paying for the kids, you know what I mean? These are
Yeah,
the people
but if
that's putting
they're a
money in your
fan, they're
pocket.
still gonna be a fan of you regardless. They still
Yo,
listen to your solo
I'm not
music.
arguing that. I'm not
And
arguing that, but I'm
usually
just talking
these
about.
fans be going hard for the people, so they'll
No,
fight
I'm not
for you.
I'm not
so they
arguing
be
that.
agreeing.
I'm not arguing that. The only thing that I'm saying is in the aspect of what the situation is, if that be the case, then don't you think growth, you know what I mean? You've been in prison for so many years or whatever. When you got out, did you get any level of reform? Did you grow whatsoever? And this is an example of growth. Him pulling up, or even Wayne pulling up, you know, despite, you know, the adversity or whatever they had together. Him pulling up shows growth. You know what I mean? We all got those codes and all of that, but then we still gotta, you know, like people revisiting their parents and stuff like that after they had something, like, you know, you don't want them to pass with bad blood. I mean, they didn't put you up for adoption. They didn't do this, they didn't do that. They did what they are supposed to do or whatever. No flowers for them, I guess. You know what I mean? But they did it. You know what I mean? So to that extent, somebody taking care of another life and whatever and supporting them, they still did something. So, I mean, you don't want to give them your ass to kiss in that regard. You still want to be like, all right, well, you know what? Fuck it. I wouldn't have made it here. You know, at least you my donor. You know what I mean? Without you, it would be no me. You feel me? So you get that much, you know, or whatever. You know what I mean? And
But I think sometimes people's way of doing that is just by not interacting with you, not talking bad about you, not speaking. Like, I respect what you got going on, but they ain't at that point in their life where they're able to. And that's that is a level of growth, because if they felt some type of way, the other coin, they could pull up with some smoke. So if they have the wherewithal to not show up because they haven't gotten over that situation, that's growth too.
Yeah, that's true. On Turks, in Turks' defense, I think that is the case. Like, even if he was invited, that's growth if he was like, nah, I'm not going to go because I know I still have problems with these people and I don't want to go on the red carpet to expose that. It's not the time for that.
Because
That
change
is
don't happen overnight. And when you've been living a certain lifestyle for years, and then even after they go in the industry, they still be in the hood somewhere.
But we're not gonna
or
give that
whatever.
pass.
And,
It is what it is.
I'm not giving it a pass,
Right.
but I'm just
But the
saying what it
acknowledgement
is.
of it
Some
was-
people
was
ain't gonna
understood.
change.
That's true.
What's
They're not
understood,
going to.
you know what I mean?
How it
is
should
is.
be, yeah, I agree. That's how it should be. but
Right.
the
So
way
let's
that
talk
it
about
is-
that in a positive sense, like what it should
Well,
be.
we can talk
like,
about
we
all
know that.
aspects of it, but
I think people know. Like the people that they know that hood shit is hood shit. But some people have to understand that hood shit is not necessarily the way to live. Like the way to live in the hood was basically survival. That's
and
what everybody can
there'll
agree
be
on.
repercussions for
in
that
that
if they
shit.
don't figure
It's
it
survival
out. And then
in
that's
the
the
hood. You gotta survive. So
Like,
you're not
you
doing.
might end
I'm
up
not
like
doing
King
such and
Von,
such
'cause
just to
you
be
can't
malicious
let it go. Like,
or whatever.
it,
I'm just getting by.
It happens.
I'm not
That's
doing what I
your
gotta do.
repercussion when you don't learn.
You
But
got
how
ops,
you
you got
said
this, you
how
got
we
that,
stop
right?
that, because you asked in the beginning, how do we combat that or change it so we don't keep creating a cycle? It starts at home.
Okay.
Because you're raising your
I
kids
agree.
to be this way. You
I
should
agree
not,
100%.
first of all, if you can't barely take care of yourself, I don't think you should be having kids. Because that creates a reason for you to want to go out and be in the streets. And if they're a single parent household, you want to go join a gang looking for
That's the
camaraderie,
problem.
looking
Yeah,
for
the
that
single
love
parent
from the
household,
father
you kill
that you're missing. There's a number. Then the girls hoes because they weren't taught, they didn't seen love from a man expressed to their mom. It wasn't expressed to them because the mom too busy. She don't got time to tell her I love you and do all this shit. So she going out looking for it from somewhere else. So it starts at home. And it's not gonna be 100% success rate. There are 2-parent households and people that still have issues. But there's a higher success rate when you have 2-parent. That's a healthy household, not one parent is abusing the other, not one parent is an alcoholic because that makes a difference too. If you just there and you teaching them
We're talking
bad
about
things,
we're talking about the
then-
higher numbers though. Like it's better because, but we do need to understand that it does start at home, but also we continue to perpetuate the negative highlights, and that's and I get it, like whatever, the understanding about all this stuff helps, but the solutions are important. You can get it started with the
No, the
conversation, but
understanding
the
is
solutions
also
are
good too because
important.
this can also teach people when in romantic relationships, if you're trying to change someone, thinking this will teach you to don't even bother. You can't change someone. If they go through a certain walk of life, maybe they will change, but they have to come to that realization and want to do that on their own. If you're trying
or
to
also
change,
patience, right? Because
yeah, but how
it
it depends on the scenario.
But yeah,
Because if you're
because
dealing with someone
if
that's
you know
putting you in
can't change
danger,
them, right?
and then you're bringing
Then you
a
gotta
life
have
into
patience
this
to understand
world,
that you can't
and now
change
it's
them and
affecting
allow
your
that person
child.
allow that person to want to change.
Yeah.
And that's really, sometimes that does come with you having compassion, you having understanding.
But it can't be at the
you know what I
expense
mean?
of yourself or your kids.
Right, and a
'Cause
lot of
need
people
to
like,
pick better.
and that and the thing is that a lot of people have a hard time really moving on once they found somebody that they think they like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You find somebody that you think you
I
like,
mean, you
you're
can
gonna be
leave them,
tolerant
but
of
yeah.
certain things. That it's not that bad. That's not too bad.
But
I
some
mean,
stuff
they
is too bad.
didn't break skin. You know what I mean? So like, it's not. It could be worse. The idea of it. You know what I mean? But it shouldn't be bad at all. Is what we're trying to get at. But I know we are tolerant of certain things, especially men of women. We're tolerant of a lot of stuff with women. You know what I mean? It's a lot of stuff that dudes don't say nothing about. It's a lot of experiences that I'm sure men have had with women that they talk about at the barbershop or amongst other men. And
Yeah, I
echo
just think
chambers.
whatever you tolerate in a relationship, it shouldn't be something that's going to jeopardize your well-being or negatively impact you in a huge way. because you have to think about yourself, and then if you have kids
Right.
too, you have to consider that, or consider who you're having kids with. Like, okay, if someone does, cause you said have patience, okay, if someone does have a drug problem or a drinking problem or something like that, you want to be patient. Don't have no kids while you're going through that process. If you find that out, or don't continue to have children, if you find that out, and while you trying to work through that, try to work through that first and give it some time and see if you can repair that. Because if you don't have a good foundation, then you're gonna just transfer all that trauma on to the child, and this is how we keep this perpetuated.
We definitely trying to break curses.
Or even if like you're one, people just need to have better selection. Like if you're if you're looking for a man and this dude got 5 baby mothers, like, and he don't take care of none of his kids, and then you gonna go have a kid with him and think it's gonna be different. Like, I think there's areas to look at when, okay, if somebody has now 5 is a lot, but if they were married and they had those kids in a marriage and they got divorced and it was by that one person and they were married for a long time but they got a divorce, okay, that maybe, and depending on how old the kids are and if they have a good relationship, it's not negative with the other parent. But if you got 5 baby fathers or baby mothers and you ain't with none of them, and none of them were even an actual relationship, you just was knocking people up, or if you have a history, if a man tell you had a history of having women unalive, I think that's a red flag. If a telling you not to go through with it, there's multiple women that you knocked up over the years, not like 1 or 2. I mean like several, and you're in your 30s and you're still doing this, and they let you know that, then that's a red flag. Because why you keep doing this to these women that you don't want to be with over a period of time? At some point you should have learned your lesson and have better deed discipline or whatever. So that would be a red flag for a woman to me if a dude tells you that you dating somebody and he tells you that, because why, like, he's not, and he's still continuing to do it. If it was in the past, because people make mistakes, stuff happen, whatever.
Johnny
But
Appleseed.
at a certain age, if you're still doing that, then no. And for men, the same thing. If a woman got a bunch of baby fathers, and she ain't with none of them is related. If it was like long-term relationship, you should ask why it didn't work out, and if she's taking accountability or if he's taking accountability for what they did wrong. Because if they always blame it on the other person, and it was multiple failed relationships and it's always the other person's fault, that's a red flag too. Because there's no way, it has to be you. After 2, 3, 4, 5, like it can't just be the other person. Even if it was the other person, if you saw a sign that you seen with the previous relationship that didn't work out and the next person doing it and you let it play out, that's your fault too. You gotta take accountability. So yeah, people need to know what to look for and that can help. Because if you find a person that you're able, that that y'all are on the same page and everything is good, that would be, and the person for you, people just have to have that selection to create these families.
Can I ask both of y'all a question? And this might be a little biased, right?
What's up, everybody watching? We talking about relationship stuff right now, and then we gonna get into the real crazy stuff. Go ahead.
Who do you think is more accountable in nature, women or men?
That's hard. That's subjective. Either way you answer. Let me go first. You can't quantify who's more this and who's more that, because people are so different. We have averages that are documented, analytical data from census, fucking experiments and social experiments and all these different things that give people a number, but people lie, so those can be doctored, right? But we know from interaction, from anecdotal experience, that we all do some shit. So it's like, right? So it's like, yo, like everybody could say, because men could be biased against women because of interactions with some of the women they've dealt with. Women can be biased because of the interaction with some of the men that they've been with. But then you really got to gauge it on what are people talking about? What are people saying all the time? So accountability is a hard pill to swallow. whenever you're having this conversation, and this is why I say I'm directing all my energy about men, right? So I'm gonna say men, and then a woman can say, well, women do that
Just
too.
say what
You
you're
could
gonna
say, you could say that. You could
say
say
what
that.
you gonna say.
Huh?
So you said a woman can say, but what do you think?
But that's what I'm
about it?
saying. But that's what I'm saying.
Just
Cause
say
that's,
it, nigga.
Cause that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm not saying.
How
I'm
can
saying
you?
because you
How
said a
can you
woman
say
can
who's more
say,
accountable or who's not more accountable?
but what do
men
you
or women?
think? Just say what you think.
I'm saying what I'm saying. Let me answer the way I want to answer. Can I do that? Can I do that? Is that okay? That's why I wanted to
You're
go
not
first.
answering, you're just saying
I'm
what
gonna
you think
answer it
is
when
okay.
I want to. Let me answer it the
Alright.
way I want to answer it, please. Sorry, y'all. Alright, so listen. If
What is funny? That's
yo, because it
you
seemed like I'm being around the bush, but I'm trying to make
Say it. You
trying-
gotta
That's
say
what I'm
it.
saying.
I'm trying to make sense to my shit. It can't just be women are more, men are more. But I know that men constantly take L's, right? Constantly take L's. All the fucking time. 2 men are here. How do you feel about that? Do men constantly take L's, yes or no?
100%.
Alright. So men constantly take L's. Do women take L's? Of course. They probably do. You know what I mean? But it's more of a win situation for them in most cases. So with that being said, do we take more accountability than women? I think so in some cases. I think we do. But in some cases I think women take accountability when it fits them. It depends on the situation. So I'm not gonna say that men always take more accountability because some niggas don't take accountability. That's why I speak for men. Where 90% of the time in this situation, it is our fucking fault because we chose this shit. So that's our fault from the jump. We knew we shouldn't do it, but we're tolerable creatures. We wear our heart on our sleeve and shit like that. You feel me? Like, so we not really, we not really pressing it. We gonna deal with it as long as we can deal with it in certain situations. Sometimes it gets violent, sometimes it gets whatever. So we make excuses for her so she doesn't have to be accountable. So we help them not take accountability. We enable that shit. So that's why I say men take more accountability, because at the end of the day, your men, your people, your dudes is the people that's gonna make you feel like, yeah, you right, my nigga. You know what I mean? That's when it's really gonna come down to it. If it really sit down to a person just really saying, yeah, I fucked up, nobody really gonna do it. They gotta feel guilty and shit to fucking really say it. You know what I mean? You don't just accept accountability. But I feel like men probably do it more. We have to, because we constantly take L. We constantly have to say, yeah, my bad. You know what I mean? We constantly have to say it. I don't hear women say, my bad a lot. There's always a fucking discussion. There's always and that's my anecdotal experience. I feel like there's always something, well, because da-da-da, but da-da-da-da-da, whatever. It's never like, you right, you know what I mean? I'll take that. And just let it go. It's gotta be an explanation. It's gotta be something. It's gotta be some drawn out shit to make them not be as bad in the situation, to ease it. It's never just, I fucked up. I did what I did, you know what I mean? And there's no coming back from that. You know what I mean? Can you accept that I'm willing to change and move forward? I don't hear that a lot. I just don't. And I've said that. That's like verbatim something that I've actually said in real life. So I know I've taken accountability. I've said something to that degree. I've taken accountability. But do I keep doing it? I mean, that's a whole other discussion. But yeah, I think guys do take more accountability than women. And go ahead.
I think, yeah, women don't be, they aren't, a lot of women by and large are not accountable for their action. And even when you explain to them what they did wrong, they will still be like, no.
No, but.
Like, no, not even but. Like, some will just straight up say no. Like, I don't give a F. Like, that they can't even recognize what they did wrong or whatever. And then the women that do apologize, yeah, it'll always have to be an explanation behind it. I do think you should, if you're going to, because sometimes an explanation is necessary when you're saying that, but I do think you should, if you're going to do that, you're not either.
I'm listening. I hear you.
If you're going to give an explanation, I think you should you should apologize first and say, can I explain to you just my reasoning why? Don't just say it if they didn't ask for it, because you're making an excuse. Or sometimes people will try to flip it around and be like, oh, but you be doing this, blah blah blah, but you never addressed that I be doing this or whatever, and we're talking about what you did now, so that's not fair in this moment. We can handle whatever issue you got, but we this is what we're talking about right now. Don't try to deflect and then talk about something that you never even said that you did. Or whatever. And I've had experiences with women like that, and I don't date women, just in regular life, like, or whatever.
They treat everybody like that.
I will say, like, maybe when I was younger, yeah, I probably didn't always take accountability, and I also don't think that that's just apologizing. It's also change behavior. Men, but okay, I said I didn't always do that because I'm about to go into another sentence. I didn't always, but now that I'm getting older, I will. Even if I'm talking about topics where I'll be like, where I'll give a disclaimer if it's something that I've gone through or whatever. I'll be like, I'm not perfect, I went through this, or I did X, Y, and Z too, but this is the way you should do it, because I'm a work in progress. Like, I'm still gonna make mistakes, I'm still working on myself, but I can acknowledge that now, and I accept my flaws, and that's what it is. You can't take it away. That's how it is. I think oftentimes men will apologize, but a lot of times men when they say it, from my experience, they don't they're just apologizing so you can shut up. A lot of times they don't even know what they're saying sorry for. They just know that you're upset about it, or they just, it's like you're just saying sorry just because then you'll say something else, and then they're still saying, like, I said sorry. Like, you can't have a discourse about it, or you can't, like, they feel like if they say sorry, then that should be it, and there can't be another discussion. And I feel like, or continue the discussion to figure out why this happened in the beginning, get to the root and try to resolve it. I think a discussion is necessary. And if you're being respectful about it, I don't think a man should just dismiss your feelings and say, you're saying sorry just to shut you up and keep saying sorry. Like, I said sorry, I don't want to.
That's in a relationship though, because you know.
If I'm not cursing you, out, I'm not being rude, and I just really want to understand how we got here.
But they know that you can get there, so it's better to just let it go and just move on.
Yeah, but I still think, depending on what it is, if I brought it up, it's a real kind. It's not because you didn't put the toilet seat down. It's some real shit or whatever. So I need to feel comfortable to be able to move forward. Like, if you can't communicate in a relationship and I'm being respectful, it only gets, for some people that have women with good sense that can take accountability and stuff, if we can't have a discussion and you're just cutting me off and not letting me express myself, that's when it becomes elevated or can get disrespectful, because I don't feel like you're not hearing me, you're just interrupting it because you just want to say sorry and be done with it. When if it was in reverse, you would want me to listen, to hear you out. If I'm supposed to be forgiving you for something, if I'm giving you that grace, I owe that same respect.
As long as she takes, like, if it's the same thing, you know, in the situation, as long as she takes accountability and says, you know what, I understand, and just let it go. If we heard that more often, then we would just say whatever we said and be like, all right, I appreciate you understanding that, and just leave it alone. Women, it's not that easy. They want to drag it out. It's something that could be discussed in, you know, maybe 10 minutes ends up being a 2-hour discussion about, you know, whatever.
Yeah,
nobody wanna do that.
You know why?
It be getting dragged
because it's validated off feelings.
Right.
So that's
and not solution.
You're gonna keep going around.
Yeah,
solutions.
Once
it's validated off feelings,
the solution is what I understand.
What it really
is.
That's the solution.
What you're
I
saying.
understand is the solution. Like, as long as you concede and you say, you know what, I was wrong. I didn't know you felt that way. I can move on. You didn't even have to be listening to nothing I said. If you said that to me, I would accept that as a man. You know what I mean? That's enough. Because I feel like that's big of you to even just say that. But then the guy's like, all right, I get it. You're right. I'm wrong.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. When
and
you're
just let it go. They want to do that.
That's amazing.
No,
right?
But if you're saying that and just
that's good, right?
Listening to me while I'm talking and you're just cut me off and say that, and I'm talking to you in a normal voice and I'm not disrespecting you or calling you out of your name, and you just like, all right, and just stop. That's rude to just interrupt me while I'm talking and not Cause they think if you say sorry, then that it is there. Yeah, it shouldn't drag out if you're gonna move on with the relationship, but we need to have a conversation and come to a resolution. So this whatever happened that we having this issue about don't happen in the doesn't happen.
But how many times
That's the
should
reason
that
why we're having
conversation
a
go?
conversation.
Because
It shouldn't. It should be that one time.
That's what I'm saying.
Unless the behavior continues of
okay.
what we ever had the conversation about. But if it doesn't, then that should be the
So
end.
if it happens again, you know what I mean? It don't need to be a long discussion because we already had the long discussion. It just needs to be an apology. 'Cause they
What if
fucked
it
up.
looks like it happens, but it didn't happen, but because it happened, you don't trust them? So you basically put the blame on him
Then
falsely.
they need to recognize that and then not
Because
continue.
when we talk about accountability, I mean, saying sorry is the accountability. I mean, like I said, the simple thing for us as men, what we accept is just you saying, okay, I understand how that made you feel, and moving on. It's never that simple with women. The all right is because it's going too far. It keeps on going. You're getting more upset by explaining yourself. Just let it go. Just relax. We understand that you're upset about it. I was wrong. I said I was wrong, and I let it go. You should do the same. All right? Or it's something that you can never forgive, then let it be that, and then just never
I
forgive
understand
it.
what you're saying. You don't want to hear it because you don't want, because you feel guilty. That's what it is. Any person, whoever's in the hot
Right.
seat or did something wrong, so you don't want to hear them talking about it.
Right,
But I
right.
think that's rude. Let me have the conversation and then we can end it. Don't just interrupt me because that's where, because you said they could get to that yelling and screaming. That's when it becomes that because you're not hearing me out. Like, I endured this. You want to work through it. This is a part of the process. You did this to yourself by whatever you did, both person, or whether it's the woman or the man. So you can't just, you have to allow them to do what needs to be done to get through it. And yeah, if it becomes excessive, like you keep talking about it all the time, they're gonna be triggered. But you, now that's for you to deal with on your own if you're still dealing
That's
with that
why
person.
niggas don't be telling women everything.
But
But
not
I have an
even
example.
just
Like,
that
I
though.
was watching
not
a
even just
movie.
that though.
Listen, I was
Sometimes
watching a movie. This is an example of like a woman taking account, or not taking account of a man taking accountability, and the woman saying, "I understand why you did," because like it was a movie. It's called Traffic with Paula Patton and Omar Epps.
I seen it.
And they were like, he had a friend, and then he was dating someone, and he had slept with the girl that his friend was dating in the past. It was one time. And nothing happened. He didn't know that they were gonna be together. They never said anything. But the girl told his friend, like who she with now. So then they were all together at a cabin, and then the dude was high. It was I forgot what's his name. But he was high and he was like, "Oh, she likes his D," or whatever. Like he just blurted it out. The girl that Omar Paula Patton, she didn't know neither, and they're cool because they be hanging out and stuff because they both couples. So neither one of them knew, but then the girl told her man, and then he blurted out. So Paula Patton, like, she didn't say nothing. He was like, "It's true, isn't it?" And then the dude was mad because that's my friend, because you didn't tell me, and I've been bringing her around and stuff or whatever. So then he got mad. She got mad because he said something, because he was like, "It was before, I didn't even know, like it was just one time, I never met neither one of you," or whatever. Like, so it's not, and I didn't know how to tell you, like but it wasn't, but she did tell him because he probably, that's why he blurted it out. So she did end up telling him, but then when Omar Epps talked to Paula, she was like, "Just give me a minute." She was like, "I understand why you didn't tell me if it was before we knew each other, but I just need to tell you." And like, cause she didn't want to leave him for that, but cause she said, "I understand why you didn't tell me," because if he would have told her that in the beginning or whatever, because she would have been like, "I don't want to mess with him." And like what we were talking about before, people sleeping with, but they were only friends because of the guys.
But then that segues into the discussion I was having last night. Like, if you know that somebody messed with your old cheese, then why would you want that person? Like, you feel me? Like, I get it, and then like, you should probably say something or whatever, but to not say something, like, a lot of men probably won't say anything, and some men will be like, "Yo, you my boy, like you need to know whatever." But the woman rarely will say anything because they want to protect what they got. They don't want to mess up what they got. Their emotions are taking over. And that's why I say, yo, I will never, if I'm dealing with a girl and she messed with somebody, you know, one of my peoples, I'm done. I can't do it. Knowingly, you know what I mean? If it's my peoples, like my immediate peoples, like people, we break bread, we pow out. Those peoples, it's going to be awkward because I see these people all the time.
And it's weird on both fronts. Her front.
And then now you create a friendship with the girl now.
And your friend's front for doing that specifically, knowing that was your girl.
Right.
You
no, but he didn't know. He found out afterwards.
Yeah. I understand that. Yeah. But then talking about accountability, like guys have to go through that sometimes. You know what I mean?
But that's what I was saying.
But there's all elements of accountability. Like he said a blanket. Like okay, who takes more accountability? We didn't just say relationships, and that's what I'm saying. I think men do more. I think men do more because even at work, you know, men take more accountability for failures or flaws or something like that. Like, yeah, I did it, whatever. Quick, a woman, not to throw shots at them, but they quick to be like, oh, well, it couldn't have been me because she was doing this or she was doing that or whatever. Like, always to throw somebody else under the bus and just be like, yo, I messed up. Whatever. I do this on a regular basis at work. Yo, you know what? My bad. I overlooked it. Knowing that, okay, somebody gonna say something to me or something like that. I get it. But if I made a mistake, I have to take accountability for making my mistake. I just feel like that's a man. Like you just have taking accountability is a man. Like,
I said women first, and I said that they don't. And yeah, about the work, yeah, like I do say I'll be like, oh my bad, and I'll just if there is an error or something, I gotta go back in and do something or whatever. But that's rare that it happens because I know what I'm doing or whatever. But there are people that I know that every time somebody say something to them, even though they know they was wrong, they still get an attitude.
Yeah, defensive.
Like, and I'm like, they'll tell me about it, and I'm like,
why you being defensive, man? You a fuck up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, chill out. Like, be humble. Like, I hate when people like they be fucking up, and then they gotta be like they never make a mistake. Like, bro, you fuck up. You know what I mean? I at least would accept if you be like, all right, look, I made this mistake, whatever, and move on from it. Like, you know what I mean? If that was normalized. Now, I'm not gonna say that I know for a fact that women all never take accountability. I never said that. But if we talking about who takes more accountability, definitely do it. They just take it on the chin.
And even society holds them accountable because even if a woman puts her hands on the man first, generally speaking, if he knocks her out, then it's gonna be all hell's gonna break loose because you're not supposed to put your hand on a woman by society's standards. Like, but you defending yourself. She like Ronda Rousey or like a giant lady or something.
What if she got hands?
Yeah, like she fights some chicks fighting like dudes. Like, so you going to just stand there and let her like society hold you. Before now, if it's domestic, both people go to jail. But before, or at least get arrested, detained, whatever. It don't usually be for that long for those type of things. But like before, it would just be, oh, you call the cops or having the guy automatically. So, or even if she just say she did it, but I think you gotta have to show proof too, stuff like that for it to be real charges.
So, to change the tone, because I know we first started talking about the reunion, the Cash Money reunion. That was kind of cool. But like to say another thing with music, I watched. We glorify all the negativity. I had an argument with my boy about Sexy Red. Like, I don't know why. There's levels to ratchetness, and she
what
supersedes.
What was your stance and what was theirs?
Man, I don't even want to talk about. I don't even want to say her name.
Bobby don't like Sexy Red.
I don't even want to say her name, bro. Like,
you don't have to say her. I said, what was your stance and what was the other person?
So
on Sexy Red.
We was talking about how music is like it's across the board. It's just like promoting terrible narratives for the youth.
What do you then?
We just started talking about Sexy Red, and I said Sexy Red, her primary demographic is kids. Like I've spoken to a lot of adults. I've spoken to some 20-year-olds.
She goes and performs at
They
school.
they don't like Sexy Red by and large. There are some people, you can find people that like, and if you hear shit, they force feed shit to you on the radio, you're gonna hear it. You know what I mean? So the radio is playing what's popular. They got an edited version of all those nasty songs that she made,
You can't even
and they
hear
got
half
them on the
of what she
radio,
say,
bro.
'cause
You're
all
gonna
people
hear her.
hear.
You're gonna hear her. She's, I don't know if she's a plant, whatever. I'm not even gonna start the conspiracy theory, but she does not have that much talent. In my opinion, she does not have that much talent as an artist. So, in comparison to the other female artists that are probably not as modest, they're still ratchet, they still whatever, they still have a degree of ability. They're decent to the Glorilla, not to you know try to play Glorilla, but she got some knockers. Like her song right now, that's a hit. That's the joint. It's lit. Her cadence, everything. It's that real
Just
Memphis.
Because
you know what I mean?
she just ratchet. That's all Sexy Red is. That's it.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. She don't got no. She don't got. She's not talented that much as an artist.
No, not at all.
And she
Maybe she has other talent.
got tats on her face, which I don't really, you know, Asian Doll got tats on, you know, other
A lot
people.
of them do.
There, a lot of them do. I don't really like it, but it's too much of the ratchetness. Like, is that
Because that's her
twerking pregnant, her making X videos pregnant, like stuff like that. Like some of the comments that she's made to really, I mean, it's like humiliating to black young ladies to have a symbol of you guys as this woman, and she's influencing all the younger young ladies that's coming up.
Yeah, because there's
With her
girls
trash.
that like and they be dancing to her and they like.
I'm not
all
saying that Meg Thee Stallion or Nicki Minaj
But it's
or
a
any of
different
them
level.
or
'Cause
whatever.
They have some level of talent. They could actually spit to a certain degree. There's no creativity whatsoever in what she just saying nasty, stupid shit. Like there's no creativity behind it at all. Like to say that your vagina is pink and your booty hole is brown, that's not what
That's
create.
crazy.
There's nothing creative about that. Like that's not. You're not saying nothing.
When I first seen it, I thought it was a joke. Like when I first seen it come up.
Like even the raunchy, yeah, I thought she was like one of them people like Weird Al or something. Like, but yeah, there's a raunchiness into Meg Thee Stallion and all, even Nicki Minaj, but there's a level of lyricism in there. The way they put it together, lyrically, it is something
But
to it. Like,
is there? Our argument was:
it, like, to the
is there a level of their ratchetness as in comparison to her level of ratchetness? Like for instance, like
even the way she
the-
carries
the-
herself.
the certain things that women do, like wearing slippers to a function with a bonnet on and stuff like that. Like those elements of those elements are things that
and
people are
that's
looking
why
at.
people like her,
She-
because I
the
even
other
heard
women-
some guys say
Meg
they love it because
Thee
she from the
Stallion,
hood. She got it make you.
Glorilla.
It's
But
like
I like
close to
I like a
home.
girl that's from the hood. But I like a girl that's from the hood
Yeah,
that can
some-
carry herself with a
But
certain
some
decorum,
people
you know what I mean?
like that. Some dudes like that. You know, fuck my baby daddy. Like they like that
that's crazy.
because I'm
What
a
the
fuck
fuck we
you
talking about?
and fuck your baby
Nikki?
daddy. Because if I'm fucking
What?
you or whatever,
What do you say you like your women to a certain decor? You say you like hood chicks. And I'm saying like in reference to like
I
celebrities.
think Nicki is way more classy than Sexy
So
Red.
check this
bro.
out. So check this
And
out.
she's
Would you agree?
So listen-
Would you agree?
Listen to
Would
what I'm
you agree
saying.
with that?
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen
That's
to what
what
I'm
I said,
saying.
is the-
Nikki's
it's
the
levels,
same
it's
person
not-
that when she was in a relationship, she was giving lap dances to like cash money niggas. You would like your girl to give lap dances? Oh, babe, it's just for the
Well,
business.
I was about to say.
Y'all gotta stop being
if we're
subjective.
talking about as a
Y'all
whole,
gotta
she's
stop
in
being
the
That wasn't my
industry.
that wasn't my
Y'all
argument.
gotta-
It's in the industry.
That's my argument.
She's an
These
These are the
entertainer.
people
That's
that
her
you
job.
fucking
You
with.
don't want to be with
Listen to what
nobody
I'm
that's
saying,
a
though,
stripper or no.
At the end of
nothing
the
like
day,
that, so
at the
that's-
end of the day, he's saying, and I didn't say it. he's saying, and that's better than
And that's
oh
different
girl.
than just being ratchet.
Listen to what I'm
Ratchet is the way
saying.
you talk,
Listen to what I'm
and
saying.
Like you said, that's different.
It's
than
not different.
It is
It's
different.
all the same thing. It's all the narrative of a woman that is not fit to be a wife or a girlfriend.
Yeah, but they're different
Period.
things.
Period. It doesn't
They're not
matter.
fit,
Like yo,
but
E,
it's
E,
still a level
this
to
is
it.
what you're saying. This is what you're saying. If a bitch
No, it's,
No, hold on.
tell me what
I'm
saying,
gonna give
but
you
I
a
said
comparison.
clearly what I
I'm
said.
gonna give you a comparison, and you could tell me if I'm wrong.
You
right?
are wrong, because I just
Damn,
told
I
you,
can't
you
even get
say,
the
'cause you
comparison
already,
out.
You
I-
saying that it's
I
not,
can't even
you
get the
already
comparison out.
disagreed with me, because
Right.
you're saying that it's the same, you're completely
So because I
confused.
disagree
It's not.
with you,
Yes,
I can't even give you
it's
an
both low
example
level, we agree that it's
understand what
both
you're saying.
Can you listen? We both agree that it's low level or it's ratchet, but it's still levels to the ratchetivity, if
Right.
that's a word.
Right.
So if he's saying, we're not talking about
That's
lap
fine.
dance
The
because you're
point,
making
no,
it, because
the
you're
point
making
is,
it
it
sexual.
doesn't matter if it's going
That's-
to the same spot. If it's going to the same spot, if it's detrimental to the fucking kids, if it's detrimental to how we're gonna survive, then it's the same shit. Whether there's creativity connected to it or not. Y'all saying, oh, just because they can sing and dance better, even though they're still promoting bullshit, is okay? Is bullshit.
That's also
That's
not the only
bullshit.
type of song
Y'all
that those other
y'all
artists
caping,
make. That's
y'all
the only-
caping for what y'all like because y'all like it.
I'm not.
That's
caping
bullshit.
Because
If a
that's all
motherfucker is
that
fucked
sexy
up
red-
and the message is fucked up, then you should be like, nah, I ain't fucking with it. But if you're saying, yo, this person is better because they're more talented, that's shallow as fuck.
Okay, so question: Nicki Minaj, that's the only song that she made. So Meg Thee
I don't
Stallion,
give
that's
a
the
fuck
only
about the
song-
songs. You know why?
Yes,
Because
no,
the
because
majority of
Sexy
her
Red-
music promotes sex.
No,
The
that's the
majority
one
of her
that gets
music.
elevated.
I don't
Because
care.
that's
I'm talking
what
about the
people
majority
listen to,
of their
but
music.
they have
That's
other
their
songs
message.
that's not
That's
about
their
it.
like
Sexy
the
Red, that's all
majority.
she talk
The
about.
majority
Some
of
ratchet
Lecrae
shit.
music.
Her music
listen,
has no lyrical content or
majority
nothing
of
that you can learn from.
the
other
majority
artists
of
make, but
Lecrae
that's
music
what's
is
getting-
Christian music. So he's gonna talk about Christian shit.
That's
That's the
what's getting
majority of his
promoted, but
music.
he
He
makes
talk
other
about other things, but the majority of his
But you
music
can't
is
help
his
who's
message.
gonna listen.
Listen to what I'm saying. At the end
More
of the day,
people
yes
are
you
listening to
can.
the
Morally,
ratchet
yes
stuff.
you can. But if you want the fucking bag, some people will do different things
We're
for the
not
fucking
talking
bag.
about-
So
I'm
what we're
talking
talking
about
about is morals.
If you're an artist, people are gonna like more. There's gonna be certain songs that more people are gonna like, and there's gonna be certain songs that less amount of people are gonna like. Sexy Red only make one type of music. That's not the same for Nicki Minaj, Meg Thee Stallion, or the other people. They talk about other stuff. They have songs that actually follow their music, and not just the ones that's popular.
So
The
because-
songs that's #1 on the charts.
Listen.
That's not our fault of
Versatility.
yeah, like you. That's the
And
problem.
My
That's all
argument,
Sexy
my
Red
argument
talk
is
about
not even that. My
ratchet
argument
shit.
is the level of ratchet.
So because
I
she-
really was
so,
just- I
so
really was
because
only
Nicki
talking
made
about the level
so
of
because
ratchet.
Nicki made Moment for Life, like we excuse putting the
I'm
pussy on the
not saying-
sideburns
I
and
didn't
all that
say
other
it.
stuff.
nothing about
Excuse it.
music.
So what we talking
I'm
about?
saying she's
I'm talking
versatile,
about
just like what's the
somebody
name?
being-
Versatile
May,
doesn't
what's
count
going
when
on?
it comes to morality.
Just like-
if your
listen.
message is mostly something, you're still under the bag as the other
Who's
person.
talking about morality?
Just like
We're
Mark-
talking about morality. If
Just
we're
like-
talking about the
You
message, if we're talking about the message of fucking
Just like
what's her
Marvin
name?
Gaye.
Too much.
If the
Marvin
message,
doing
Gaye,
too much.
Listen,
How?
just
Doing
like
too much.
Marvin
How?
Gaye.
That's where
The
the
message-
term comes from.
Listen.
you're saying
The
the
fucking term of
you're
doing
saying the
too much
message
comes from
is-
somebody saying too
you're
much.
saying
One
the
mic.
message of what's the name is what you don't like.
One mic.
How she's promoting
Just
it
like-
to the
what I
kids.
said.
Just like
You're not
Marvin
listening.
Gaye.
How do
You're
you
not
not
listening.
say
You're
that?
listening to
Every
argue.
artist,
Oh my
there's a lot of
God.
artists that make, just like Marvin
must
Gaye.
like Sexy
Marvin
Red. You
Gaye
caping.
said,
Y'all
No,
niggas is
no,
more,
listen.
y'all
Listen.
caping because y'all
Listen.
sitting here being subjective to the
artist-
artists y'all like,
Sexy
and y'all
Red,
not
bro.
saying,
I'm not being
oh yo,
Cause we
at the
said
end
it's
of the
all
day,
wrong.
I don't fuck with
I was
Sexy
talking
Red
about one
because
thing.
of her message, but these bitches got the
I was
same
talking about one
message,
thing.
and y'all caping for
They
them
don't
because
have the
they
same
are
message. That's
they
what
talented.
people are listening
It's
to.
fucking
They make
bullshit.
other
It's
music.
hypocrisy.
Sexy Red only make that
It's
type of music. That's
hypocrisy.
all
It
she
don't
makes.
matter what
And
type
also,
of music.
those
If the
artists are
majority
not
of the
going and
music
performing
is
at children's schools
if the-
either. Talking
Who?
about their
Meg,
pussy
you-
all
you-
pink and their booty
you don't
all
think
red.
Meg- you don't
I ain't
think
never
Meg-
seen it. Show me. I seen.
You don't
stuff
think
that
Meg
says-
pull up to the
show,
school?
Show us.
Show it.
Cause I seen
Okay,
Sexy
let-
Red, but I ain't seen
let's
that.
see if
And
Meg
I'm
never
pretty
pulled
sure
up to
she-
a school.
All right. How old? Okay.
I don't
okay.
care, right?
College.
It's Meg, right? It don't matter.
All
Let's see
right.
if she pulled up to a school, a high school.
And what
right?
did she perform?
It don't matter.
It
If
do
she
matter
pulled
what
up
she
and then the
performed.
majority of her
It do
music
matter.
is WAP, what the fuck are you
That's not
talking about,
the
E?
majority. She make other songs.
That's the bull.
She
Y'all
just made
being
another
some
song,
y'all
a
caping, man. I don't give a
She
fuck.
just made
How many
another
songs
song
does he
that's
have?
Japanese.
How many songs does
Look
he
it
have
up.
that's conscience?
Look it up
Let's
and
look it
see
up.
what she actually performed.
Look it up.
too.
It don't matter. She don't have no
I
fucking
never heard of
songs.
nothing. They always
What
talk about
songs is
Sexy Red
positive?
performing at school.
What songs
I
from
don't
Meg
think-
Thee
I don't
Stallion
think
is
she
She made a song,
positive?
I don't
not
think she
necessarily
performed that.
It's
negative
not
or
positive. None of them
You
shit is
listen to rap
positive.
music and that ain't
procrastinate.
positive.
Oh my
Most
God.
of it
I'ma look
ain't.
it up.
The
Talking
niggas
about
that you
that-
listen
that's
to
like-
be talking
okay.
about selling drugs
Don't
and killing
procrastinate.
people and stuff. Do you not listen to that?
Meg Thee Stallion at a high school.
I really think she's like that. I never heard of nobody doing that until she make that type of music until she came out. But maybe I'm wrong, so that's why I want to see it.
I don't know.
And it do matter what she performed, because that's what we're talking about,
Right.
like the content of the music.
Meg Thee
That's what I'm
Stallion.
saying. Yeah, it's both
Can
bad,
you code
but
switch?
if that's
Can you-
all
can
you're
you-
making, that's
can
the
you-
problem.
can you
Like you're
code
not
switch?
making no type of
Can
music,
you
and,
be a lady
and you're
when you need to
upset
be a
because you
lady?
can't
Or
perform
you're
at a
always-
school. That's crazy.
You're always this
You don't need to be
personality.
performing that type
or
of music
can
at a
you,
school.
can you
At
not
least
be,
they have songs that they
can you
could
not be
perform
Sexy
at a
Red?
school.
What's that?
Just Meg Thee Stallion at some high school.
Okay.
She's at the school, then she
Right.
performed
What
at the
about
school.
Listen to what I'm saying. She's
I'm
famous for what, E? What is she
You're
famous
not
for?
Going back to that.
listening.
All right,
What
so
is-
let's
you don't
I
want
want
to answer
you
the
to
question.
find-
What is
you
she?
didn't
What is she
find
famous
I didn't even
her
want to talk
performing
about
at
her.
a
What is
school.
she
Like,
famous
That's
for?
what I was
talking about
asking
her.
you.
Like, real
Because
talk, real shit.
she is
Why we
geared
talking about
toward the children. They're making her. That's every
Right.
time I turn around, she performing at a school. She just
But
got
the
upset.
point of what I
She
was
don't
saying.
have no
the
other
only-
music to
Hold on,
perform.
Hey.
stop this. Hold on,
Meg Thee
time out.
Stallion not geared toward his children.
Time out. Because we gotta
She
talk
be
about other
performing at
topics and we don't got that much time.
It doesn't matter.
That's what we're talking
No,
about.
I'm
That's
gonna tell you
proof.
this.
No.
That's evidence
only-
that
No.
they're doing that. Because
No.
why?
So you need evidence that she is
The only
cared
argument
to kids.
The only
Hold on.
argument
So
that
you
we
need
have-
you
No, no,
need
no, no, no,
you
no.
need
So the only
arguments
argument
that
we
she's
had-
catered to kids.
The only
We
argument.
can just go on
listen,
TikTok and
listen,
look at all the
listen,
dances.
listen,
Who them
listen,
dances
listen.
for, E?
The only argument
Adults
that
do
I
it.
had.
Who is them
The
dances
only argument
for?
that I had.
Majority of okay,
But
so
you
the
don't have
majority
no
is
proof.
adults.
If you
That's not
actually-
proof when you see kids doing the fucking
Just
dance.
because
That's not
they're
proof.
doing
You don't
it,
have
there's
proof.
no
The
proof
only
that they're
argument
doing
that I
Oh,
it.
had
okay,
was
it's
who
no
has more
proof
ratchet.
that if I'm
That's
doing a
what I'm
dance
talking
from
about.
Meg Thee Stallion,
Talking about ratchet.
there's no
It's not
proof
about-
that that's affecting the kids. Y'all
It's
sound
affecting
crazy
it,
as
but
fuck.
you're saying
You're not
that.
Y'all sound
about that.
crazy
Okay,
as
there's
fuck.
a difference. All of the
I'm not even
music
talking
that
about
Y'all
people.
sound crazy
All
as
right,
fuck.
one mic. I heard what you said. I'm responding to what you said. Just because the kids are gonna listen to music if their parents are letting them listen to stuff or whatever. That doesn't mean that it's geared toward them because that's what they heard. An example of that, she's going to actual schools performing with little kids. I ain't hear about none of those other artists going to school performing to little kids, and she don't have no songs that are appropriate for little kids to be listening to. So that's what I'm saying. That's an example of you purposely doing it. Just because you put the music out there, it's up to the parents
Can I
to
retort?
determine
Hold on,
what their kids are
I'm
listening
gonna let her
to.
finish, but can I retort?
Go ahead.
So can I retort? Just
Are you
the-
done? Cause what she was saying at the end that made a lot of sense.
It did, but can I retort to what she said before I
Yeah,
forget
I'm
what I
finished.
said?
Go ahead.
So at the end of the day, I believe what you're saying, right? That makes perfect sense. But I'm saying, what happens when it's the middle school dance and they play Meg Thee Stallion, and just because it's censored, they still play Meg Thee Stallion. That doesn't have an effect on those kids too. When them kids is trying to twerk because of what they seen from Meg Thee Stallion. You see what I'm saying? And that has nothing to do with Sexy Red. That's just Meg Thee Stallion. So at the end of the day, my point was it doesn't matter that she has all these songs. It doesn't matter that she doesn't sent to perform in the schools. She's still in the schools. Her influence is still in the schools. And it's the same fucking thing. She's just doing it at a higher level. Why? Because she's more talented, and people like Yatu will say, oh, well, because she's talented, we'll give her a pass. I'm saying, me personally, I'm not the nigga that's gonna give her a pass. I'm not saying she's not talented. I'm saying it doesn't matter if the message is still, yo, twerk your ass and and do all this shit and be a boss bitch instead of being a wife and shit like that. You see what I'm saying? I just can't get with that. Alright, go ahead.
I think society or the music industry create that the artists are just putting out music and they're usually signed to a label, so they're doing what they're doing. And they have other songs, but the label purposely promotes. They're not doing that. They're just putting out the music. The label purposely promotes what they know is gonna get the most traffic, what more people are gonna listen to. They tell them this is what you're gonna perform on the awards because this is your number one. But if you go and listen to their album, even Cardi B, she has songs up there where she's not talking about how wet her viscous innards is or giving the gawk or whatever. She has decent songs that's talking about love or talking about or whatever, like, and she put it together in a decent way or whatever. Like, it's not, but that's not getting out there because the labels are purposely promoting that. It's not the artists. The labels are pushing that type of music. They're just the puppet. They're doing what they're being told. They're signed to labels, and they have to, unless they have creative control, and most artists don't until they've been in the industry for a long time, and they learn the game, and then they get signed to another label, and they request that. They have to be in there for a while to know what, to be able to get that or whatever. They normally, if you're a new artist, you don't get creative control to be able to put out the type of music that you want. And then some of them don't do it because, or they still put out that other music, but they know what's popular and what gets them the more money. If you're at a certain tax bracket or whatever, and you want to keep those income, you're still gonna have your core fans, but you're gonna be a drastic change if you start only putting out this type of music or whatever. And they gotta take care of their families. They gotta do what they gotta do. And like I said, it comes back to the parenting. It comes back to the parenting. Parents are responsible for what their kids are intaking, what they're watching, what type of music they're listening to. The parents be listening to it too. You need to listen to that music on your own time, and don't be listening to that and when you're riding in the car. Put an instrumental on, or put some age appropriate music on for your kid when you listen in the car. Because a lot of people hear this stuff from their parents. That's where they hear the music from in the first place. It starts at home, and then they go to school, they already know the song. Unless you keep it away, and then if you go to school, but you need to teach. You're responsible for teaching your kids.
Like I said, you
can't. Half of them sit in front of the TV and the tablet too much anyway. They need to go outside and play and be a kid.
Yeah, I do understand. But with the way the world is, it's like, shit, do you want them kids to be out there with fucking all these predators and all these wild ass motherfuckers is out there? An all-time high. They're trying to normalize fucking pedophilia and shit. Oh, it's okay. They trying hard. Y'all seen the shit that I sent y'all. Like, this shit.
So what's the alternative? Because they could go outside and get hit by a car.
Check this out.
If you want, we can't control what is.
I'm gonna tell you what the alternative.
So it's gonna happen regardless. But a way to mitigate
I'm gonna tell you what the alternative.
Have them sitting in front of the TV
I'm gonna tell you what the alternative
is.
What the alternative is, we have to start going back to the old ways where, yo, if this is on TV and this is pushing this agenda and we don't like the agenda, we're gonna all hit up the fucking, we don't appreciate this. Because that's what gives power. Power is in the vote.
Talk about in your household.
No, I'm talking about as a collective.
You can control what your kid is intaking.
Oh yeah.
Somebody said, what point we trying to make?
Well, right.
What point are we trying to make?
With that, the point is there's levels of ratchetness. That's what we was talking about, essentially. But then it went into talking about, like, none of it is good. It doesn't matter whether it's a little bit ratchet or bad ratchet, whatever. The argument that I had was basically about the lesser of the two evils. You know what I mean? There's a certain. Hold on. They asked the question. Let me go.
That's
let
my
me go.
answer.
You went. I know.
It's all
and we
evil.
understand. We understand that.
If you listen to it, you're a hypocrite for
right.
saying, "Oh, Sexy Red is way better than."
Let's not drag it because we do got people watching.
It's the same thing.
Let's not drag it because we got
everybody that believes.
Who said Sexy Red?
But let's.
He did.
No, listen.
No, you said she was better because you're saying.
I'm
Right,
saying
right,
all
right.
of them is the
We're
same.
talking
I'm not
about-
saying better. I'm
You're
saying
taking
all of
up
them
with
is
her.
not good.
Hold on, one mic.
I'm not
one
taking
mic,
that
bro.
for
We got
nobody.
Because
I'm
you're
saying
saying
all of them is
None of
trash.
them
Right, right,
should
right.
be,
But let's
they're
have
not
some
trash,
structure.
but you just
Let's
admitted
have some
that they
structure.
actually have talent. The
You
other
got
The,
people
people-
the
watching.
message is trash, E.
Feel me?
Even
Not
if you're
the
talented,
message.
if your message is
Each
trash,
song has
then
a
you're
different
trash.
message. They have more in their catalog than just
More of what?
CD, like
More of what?
Sexy Red.
More of what? If it's
And she
more
only
bullshit,
got
it's still
a couple
trash.
songs out.
If we're talking about majority of what
Alright.
the song catalog of Nicki
Let's move
or
on,
Meg
let's move on,
or
let's
any
move on,
of these
let's move
females
on.
that
Cause
talk
this
about
is-
their
She don't have
pussy,
no other songs.
that talk about
Dragging,
their
dragging.
pussy it's the
Dragging,
same
dragging.
difference. We could say yeah, they're more talented. I give you that,
That's like.
but
if
I can't
always-
say the
that's
message.
like-
The
that's
message
like-
ain't the same
That's
shit.
like if I
We
always-
are because
that's
y'all
like-
saying.
Listen,
No,
listen.
we not.
That's
No,
like
we
if
not.
somebody
We're not
asks
saying
me a
that's
question
good.
or asks me for something, I
Ratchet
always
is
say
not
yes.
good, bro.
Every time you ask me something, I always say yes. But then the one time I say no, you forget about all the other times that I said yes. You can't erase the fact that they have other. What I'm saying is even she
That is not
performing
the
to the
same.
school, even if
That
Nicki
analogy is
Minaj
totally
or
different.
no, it means because you're taking
I know
away
what it
from the
means,
fact that they have
But that's
other
not,
music.
that's not true. No, I'm not
You
taking.
are,
I'm not.
because you're
Listen,
saying that
listen
the-
to what I'm saying. I'm not taking it away from the other music. I'm saying the majority of her music.
She
the,
don't have
listen,
none, though.
you can't. You're not even
You
letting
said
me
that
cook.
already.
You're
I
not
know
letting
what
me
you're
cook.
saying, but
This
she
is
don't
the
have
root
none.
points.
That's
You
all
don't
She
like
don't have
no-
none.
You
She
don't
have
like
none
none
what?
of them.
She don't have no other
that
type of music. That's all she
it don't
makes.
matter.
Not
Why?
no
Why
reason.
are you competing with the same message? Because I'm not.
The argument.
I'm saying it's the same message,
Right.
so it doesn't matter what the catalog is.
argument-
If the message is the same,
Right,
then
right.
I don't.
Each song has a
Right.
different message.
It don't matter.
But
It do.
If the
argument-
majority of her shit is the same message, then it's what the
No,
fuck
that's
are we
just
talking
what
about?
You heard.
Right.
You're
That's
saying
of
it's
yes,
majority.
of Nicki shit, of Meg shit,
Listen, listen.
of any artist that talk about their pussy and put it on, you know what I mean, a pedestal. Yes,
Listen.
it's the same message.
Listen.
It could be better at it. She's better at it, 100%. She got bars. Nicki got bars. Remy got bars.
We're not even talking
But it's still
about that.
filth.
We're not even talking about
I
that.
don't fucking know.
Not
You
even
still
talking about
promoting
that.
boss ass bitches that diva shit. You know what a diva is?
I'm not
It's a
promoting none of that,
demon.
because I'm not talking about none of that. I don't
It's
know
a
what
demon.
you're talking about.
Have
Not
A
talking
demon
about
is
that.
a demon is the female version of a
You
hustler.
make us lose fucking people.
No,
bro.
we not.
You going too deep.
No, we
on
not.
that.
It's
You
not
are.
too
Don't matter.
deep.
Don't
It's
matter
talk about
about that.
Beyonce.
Y'all don't want to know
You're
definitions
talking
of
about-
words.
Bro,
Y'all don't want to know definition of what a diva is.
that's crazy.
All right, cool.
What's a demon?
But listen-
A
Where did you
demon.
get that from?
A
Where
demon.
did you get that definition from? You
Bro.
just made that up.
I heard it.
You
I
heard it from
looked it up,
This, like-
and I said, "Oh, this shit is
That's why I
real."
don't like talking about Sexy
Yes,
Red.
I heard it and I
Because
looked it up.
They get fans
You hear
riled
some
up,
shit?
bro.
You said,
Like,
let
bro,
me-
like every
let
time
me-
you talk
let
about
me look.
Sexy Red, they get a fan riled up. Like, calm down. I don't care about Sexy Red. I don't even want to talk
I
about
ain't
it,
say
bro.
sexy red. I said diva
But I don't-
means demon.
Yeah, but
And I'm about to look
we
it up
going
right
in
now.
on that.
Sexy Red
Like,
never called
I'm
herself
just
a
saying.
diva.
It was like
I'm just
yesterday.
saying.
A diva
I'm just
is-
saying.
My
Cross
boy was
reference
telling
to
me
what I
about this
said.
yesterday.
It don't matter what level you at.
She
If
never
that's the-
called
if-
herself a diva, so what do that have to do with
So
this
you don't
conversation?
think
Sexy
Red never-
Beyonce? You don't think
We're
Beyonce
not
called herself a
talking about
diva?
Beyonce.
I'm
You said
talking
Sexy
about all
Red.
the females that put their pussy on a pedestal and it has the message. I don't care how talented you are. I don't care if you
What
rap.
song
I don't
Beyonce
care if
was
you
talking about her
sing.
pussy? What song she was talking about her pussy? Where she said
What?
pussy in the song. I want to know what song Beyonce made where she's like lick
Write it
my
down in
pussy
that
or-
wood grain. What do you think she was talking about? Wood
Did she
grain?
say it's? That's why I said it's different.
She was talking
If
about
a
her
kid
pussy,
is
E.
listening to her
E,
under a
I'm an
certain age,
artist.
then she ain't
I'm an
saying
artist,
that.
E. I know what they're talking about. I know what the similes are.
because you're an adult. It's
Exactly,
different. You
E.
disguise it.
As a
Instead
young
of saying your
young
pussy
kid,
and your
you could
booty all around.
be falsely misled because they're not adults. Exactly, E. So this is what I'm
So they're not
Yo,
what I'm
yo,
trying to
if
say.
you don't
Thank
say.
If the message
Thank
is
you.
bad
You proved my
at a
point.
higher
You proved
level,
my point.
it's still fucking bad.
You prove my point.
It's
Prove
still
my point.
fucking bad.
Prove my
Smiley,
point.
if your point
Prove
was
my point.
all of these
There's a level of
motherfuckers are
ratchetness.
bad,
There's a level of
all
ratchet.
of these motherfuckers are bad,
Now-
then I guess I did prove your point, bro. Because that's what all I've been saying. All of these
Jay-Z-
motherfuckers, every level, it don't matter, bro.
Jay-Z is one of my favorite artists. We gotta move on. Jay-Z is one of my favorite artists, right? But I watched the fucking shit today. It was crazy. Talking about all these allegations or whatever, and I don't know. It may be true because we know like a lot of shit with the stars. Like we talking about music people.
What did Charleston White say?
Well,
Charleston White said, once you get to the billionaire club, as a black man, you done did some evil shit.
that part.
And I agree. I agree
Any
100%.
person, not even a
Nah,
black,
I
a
think
black
specifically
anybody,
black person.
But yeah, we're talking about black, but they all
'Cause
got
this is all- this is
because the white
this
people
is
be
a-
doing
getting
fucked
up
up
the
shit
chain
too.
and
This is
business,
a
yo,
certain, yeah, I know.
It's really gonna,
I know.
You're
but
gonna have to cut some corners. Everybody don't get to
That's
that
why
big-
all this shit be
I
coming
do-
out
hold
of
on,
white
hold on.
people too.
I
Like,
do
they
believe
all
that
gotta do
certain-
some dirt.
I
some
do,
shit
like
against
Elon
shit.
Musk, right? Elon Musk.
But they
I-
probably were
Hold
already
on.
doing it, and they just kept
Elon
it.
Musk, I don't think he got bodies, and like he knowingly got bodies attached to Elon Musk allegedly,
Probably
right?
not bodies,
Listen,
but
hold
something
on,
else.
E, before I forget the point. Elon Musk is a dude that is smart enough to accumulate $1 billion just by off of his mind. And I do believe in this country, you could do that just because you look like them. You see what I'm saying? You'll get the love and shit. But I feel like, especially black people, like you gotta work harder because of this is not our country, this is not our home. Even though it is our country and it is our home, but that's a whole nother conversation. But at the end of the day, it's just like, yo, I just think it's some
So do you believe all of the allegations up about
Jay-Z?
Jay-Z? You believe it?
I believe that
Yeah,
that when there's smoke, there's fire.
This
And
one-
I do believe that he was talking to
Wait,
Foxy
what are
at 16
All right,
years old.
so let me tell you. So this young lady that he was
17,
dealing with, which could be the reason why Solange hit him in the elevator, was he was messing with this young girl or whatever. That was an upcoming whatever.
Who, Rita?
Catherine something or other. And because he was messing with her, he probably, allegedly something happened to her. She disappeared, and she's no longer with us. Whatever. They're saying that there's something that had to play with him
Allegedly, y'all.
Allegedly.
You don't know none of this shit.
because he was dealing with her through that period of time, and then all of a sudden, when the little allegations came up, this girl's nowhere to be found. So we don't know if he actually did do anything, but we do know that there's allegations out there swimming around. So right now, this is something that's circulating. We don't know if there's anything attached to him. We don't know if he hasn't been indicted or anything.
It's
yet.
hard because Jay's
You know what I
a
mean?
private dude. Like,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't know because you just don't know how
And like
to
I said,
operate. People don't really know
I don't
Jay
want to
for
say
real,
nothing.
for
I
real.
don't want to say nothing's true because
You
like I
what
don't
he's
know.
into, we
Jaguar
don't know what
Wright
he
been
like.
running her mouth for a minute. You know what I mean? So
My thing
I don't
is,
know.
if she is 100% fake, why isn't she getting sued for defamation? Because you could definitely, if you're putting out false information about somebody and it's not true, you could get a bag for that.
It's not easy to do it though.
I mean, if you're rich,
They probably
if you're
don't.
Jay-Z,
I'm
it's
saying,
real
no,
easy
I'm
to
saying
do.
it's not easy to really like.
Everybody's
to-
not gonna sue
to-
somebody for talking. He probably not even worried about
Sometimes
it.
they
That's
It's
why
not
I don't.
affecting
That's
him.
why it's
Because some
hard.
people don't.
That's why
Nobody's
it's
gonna
hard.
come and arrest him because of the stuff she's
Tasha
saying, 'cause
K,
they
like
ain't
Tasha K was
corroborated.
was like a new era. Like now people looking at it like, oh, y'all can get people.
And also
like,
that
a lot
was
of
a
people
female.
try to-
Yeah, but
sued
Tasha
her.
K
Now
getting
the woman
sued.
under the air, right?
Tasha K getting sued.
Jay-Z
Tasha
is
K
a
getting
dude, so he
sued
might
from
not.
Cardi.
He might not
getting
care
sued.
about Jaguar Wright running her mouth. He might
from
be
the
like, yo,
projects.
I'm
You know,
good.
50
Yeah,
is
but-
sue a motherfucker quick. 50
Yeah,
is
'cause
sue
he
you
petty.
quick. Yeah,
Petty,
50 still
But he
suing
know,
Tia
but he
Marie,
know, but
like-
he know what he gonna win and what he not gonna
Yeah,
win.
he
So
ain't
Yeah,
making
they
nothing.
do.
he probably
Just
wouldn't
being petty.
entertain it just.
You don't need that shit.
Jay-Z ain't making a peep.
Why do you think he is so quiet? I heard the last time he performed was for Tom
But
Brady.
he is supposed to be retired.
Oh, he's retired?
I ain't retired. He come out with an album.
Yeah, didn't he
That's
come
that.
out?
That's what DMX said when he was making his 6th album, and and Jay-Z became the head of Def Jam, and he had said he retired, and then he had recorded the album, DMX had recorded the album, he shot the video for his single, and then somehow he ended up off the label, and then Jay's like, oh, I don't know. Like, what do you mean?
I don't know.
And now you're making music again, but you retired? Like, because he was like, he felt like he was trying to eliminate the competition.
I think,
R.I.P.
I think Jay is like that. I think there has been enough stories that lets you know that he will eliminate the competition. Like, as far as business-wise, I don't know. I don't know about personally.
Because before
But
they were famous,
business-wise, he will
had a
eliminate
battle
the competition.
And he won the battle before they were
Who
even
did?
famous.
X?
DMX.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
So he like, now I'm in charge. Gotta do something else. That's fucked up if he did that, because that was like everything to him. He finally got what he always wanted, and then you just, that's corny. That's not
There's
brother.
a lot of
That's not
alleged that
brotherhood.
goes around with Jay, yo. And I hope none of that shit has validity, because if it does, a lot of people that are in the industry that know
Kathy
about
White.
this shit,
Kathy White is her
Who's that?
that know about
name.
this
The
shit.
girl, the alleged mistress. Her name is Kathy White.
And she's missing. And when was this?
She not missing. She's
And when was this?
Probably 2011, I think.
Yeah, stop playing
But
with
I
that.
do, and they say he got a kid out there too. A kid by someone else.
I don't want no smoke, Rock Nation.
And I do think, like, when you get in the industry, they don't let you, especially black people, you can't get to a certain level unless you're, a lot of them are already doing the certain stuff anyway, so they got dirt on them. And then sometimes, they gotta make
not go
it.
to them
You go in a
parties.
room and they be like, here, you wanna,
Better
or
not
try
go to
to
them
touch
parties.
you, pinch your thigh,
That's
put
some
their
them
hand on your
drugs.
shoulder to test you, to see
Sipping
if
on any of
you,
them drinks.
to see if you gonna bend over or whatever.
What year is this? 2011. I think.
But that's in the music industry. Outside of that, I think it's possible for a black person. You just have to know the route to go. But definitely in the industry, they're gatekeepers.
That's what Kevin Gates
Look
did.
at like Oprah. If you own a
My
network,
personal trainer.
Oprah, Tyler Perry, if they own a whole
He helped me
network.
stretch it out.
I mean, well, Tyler Perry got the studio, not the network. But if you own a whole network like Oprah, you know, there's some things that's beneath you.
She had to leave LA.
She wasn't.
Kathy White.
She wasn't.
When she was exposed.
Playing
So is
whole
she
different beats.
alive or no?
She's dead. Or she's unalive.
She
Sorry.
left LA and then
never
and
came
that's
back.
when it-
I hate to laugh at that, but
So she
damn.
wanna run away and never come back.
Shit
Run away,
crazy.
love, love, love.
That's crazy.
But you know what? I hate to, you know what I mean, play devil's advocate, but I feel like it's kind of like what Charleston White said again. Like, a lot of these women know what they're getting into when they sign up for these
Accountability?
positions. Yeah, they just be like, fuck it. And then the shit get too deep, like, yo, I ain't know this is gonna happen. It's like, yo, it's unfortunate, but you should not even have played it that close to the edge. Like, sometimes it's
I
the
don't think
possibilities that
nobody
will fuck you
go
up.
into a situation thinking that they're gonna get unalive.
But that's what I
unless
mean.
they
It's the
know why.
possibility. If
But
there's a
damn, like,
possibility,
you know.
if there's a possibility that this
Where would that come from?
hold on,
Unless
hold on,
somebody
hold on.
told you
Listen
that
to
they
what I'm saying.
unalived other people.
Listen
and
to what I'm
that
saying.
you
Listen,
seen them doing
listen
that.
to what I'm saying. If there is a possibility that a job is shaky,
Where
right?
is the possibility coming from? I hear that, but where in this situation I'm talking about,
From
not a job.
research. From research.
So,
So instead
at
of
that-
listen. Let me tell you. The research.
old was
Hold
that
on,
person?
hold on. The research is.
how
hey,
old was she?
hey, have you?
I don't know.
The research is, hey, have you ever heard about this job firm? Or hey, have you? You know what I'm saying? If
Who you asking
anybody,
that?
whoever.
Anybody?
yeah, the
So
people
if
around
you're
you.
asking any
I'm-
random person,
Listen, we're
So-
talking about.
it do matter who
Listen,
you ask.
we're talking about
You ask
using-
for information.
We're talking about using precautions and asking certain questions before you do anything. So that's the
It
that's
do matter
the
who you ask though too.
okay. So it does matter who you ask, but if you don't do anything, then
But how do we know?
listen to what I'm
that she
saying.
did that?
If you don't do anything, it's worse than doing something, right? Right or wrong?
But how do you know that we?
Right or wrong? If you don't do anything,
We
it's
don't
worse than
know
doing
that.
something. We
We
do.
don't know if she did that, and then she was told like, oh, he's a unaliver, and if you be with him, then that's what's gonna happen to you. So you better be careful. We don't know if she said that. And some people don't
we do
listen.
know.
Even if
We
they
do
say
know.
that.
You know how we
And
know?
that doesn't justify
you know how we know?
someone taking their life.
You
That's
you
still
know
wrong
how we know?
regardless or
If
not.
she didn't check it out, if she didn't do the due diligence, that's what happened to her. She died because of it. And if she did,
Well, we
hold
can say
on,
that
hold on,
a
E,
lot of
hold on,
situations
E, hold on,
that we've
E,
all been-
hold
this is
on,
why-
E.
This is where accountability comes in too. We all had to take accountability in certain situations. So if you want to, anybody in any situation that didn't go wrong, if you end up a single parent, you got to take accountability for that. If your marriage didn't work out, you got to take accountability for that. If you picked a person that had 5 baby daddies or something, you got to take accountability for that. But for somebody killing you, that's that or unaliving you, that's separate. Like you can't blame them and say that, oh, it's their fault. That's not okay. Like you could say like, oh, even if she told like, yeah, but that's still wrong. If he did do that, he needs to be locked up.
Listen, I'm not saying that she killed herself. I'm saying that there's things that she could have done different that wouldn't
But
have
we
got-
don't know
Hold on.
what she did, so how you saying
She's dead. We know her, whatever actions that she took got her unalive.
But
That's
you
what
said-
we
Well,
know.
you know
We
she
know
died
that.
because of him,
We know it.
Right.
We know it.
Alleged.
We
And-
know it.
And
Listen.
she left town, so that means she was trying to get away. So that means
Did she
somebody
get away?
came and found her.
Did she get away?
Somebody
No.
came and
So
found
at the end
her,
of the day,
though.
whatever
So
she
if
did,
she was trying to leave the
she didn't
situation,
do what she needed to do to survive. She died.
tried to.
How do we know she tried?
Because
How do we know? You don't know. You just said we don't know she tried.
Based off of the facts, not this abstract stuff.
Allegedly,
that you
it's
add
not based
into
off
it.
of the facts.
This is what it's saying in the document that he's reading, not something that you think.
What
in
is
your
it
head.
saying?
It said that she left to go to LA, right?
Okay.
That's what
Yeah.
you said.
No,
So you're saying because
was leaving
because
LA.
she
Oh, she was leaving LA
Because-
to get away from.
so hold on. So you're saying because she left when shit started getting crazy, or not started getting crazy, allegedly it was getting crazy. Because we don't know if it started. We don't know if this happened before and she didn't leave. We don't know nothing. All we know is how she died. All I'm saying that is if she did research on this person, like, yo, how is he? Is he good with his people? Does he keep his hands? Some people don't. We don't know if she's not the person that was completely about her business. We don't know. All I'm saying is, in these situations, especially because it's women have to take more care in who they trust and who they're around. That's all I'm saying. Women in general, because I don't want this shit to happen. Nobody at this table wants this shit to happen. But you know why it's gonna keep on happening? Because some people weren't told, hey, just because this person has money, you should be around them. Some people weren't told that shit. I feel like we gotta talk about that. Like, yo, like you said, a lot of this shit is parenting. A lot of this shit isn't told growing up, so you trust this mom. Oh, he older, he's more like a dad because they didn't have their dad. You see what I'm saying? And then it's a vicious fucking cycle.
But also,
We gotta break the
guys,
generational
people
curses.
can
We
be
can't just let that shit
conniving at
slide.
first and be charming and show you a different side.
100%.
Well, everybody
But that
pretends to
comes
be
in
someone
traits,
else
E.
to be.
They're
you
not
have
the
to
only
be-
one that's
you have
like
to
that.
be in
There's
a situation-
traits
you
of
have-
being conniving. There's traits of being deceitful.
You have to be in that
There's
situation
traits.
if you weren't taught in the realistic.
I'm not
situation.
giving him a
Yeah,
pass
you
at
should
all
be
if he
taught.
did not
Not
Yeah,
getting a
that's
pass.
not- so
He's not
it-
getting a
you
pass.
can't
I'm
be
just
different.
saying women have to be more careful.
But you
But
could
you
look.
don't know
Period.
if she wasn't being careful. If she
Yes, we
left
do.
town
Yes,
and
we
somebody
do.
came,
Yes, we do.
No,
Yes, we do. If she did, if she's dead, yes, we do.
No, but we
If he
don't.
killed her, yes, we do.
But listen.
We know she wasn't as careful as she could have been, because
We
she would have been
don't know
here.
that.
But if you're
Smiley,
do you
Smiley.
agree?
If
Let me ask
death
you a
doesn't
question. Let me
doesn't
ask
prove
you a
it for you,
question.
I don't know what
Let me
will.
ask you a
We
question.
don't,
A rich
because
person
things
has
gonna
more
happen.
power than someone that's
We're not talking
right?
about people
But
that's
let's
alive,
answer
E.
the
We're talking
question.
about people that's
Answer
dead
the question.
because of their actions.
Answer the question.
We know that
A rich
their
person-
actions wasn't
answer what I'm
proportionate,
asking you though. A
or
rich
at
person,
least enough
a
to
rich
keep them
person
alive.
has more power than someone that's an average person.
Yes.
Right? So if you're trying, you could have tried to get. Is this not true? You could have tried to get away from them, but because of their power, they could have tracked you down and followed you and paid somebody off to find
100%.
you. So how is that your fault if you tried to get away and you
fault.
didn't try?
Can I answer? It's your fault because you didn't look up this type of person and their behavior and what type of things that they do, where they at morally. It's your fault because you're like, yo, I'm pretty sure they saw certain things and was like, yo, I'm just going to ignore it because that's none of my business. At the end of the day, morals say I get out early while I still can. But guess what? If you ignore that shit, you're gonna get fucked up. You're gonna try to say, oh, I fucked up. Let me try to get out, and it's gonna be too fucking late. And I'm not talking about her for that. I'm talking about her before all of this, saying, let me do some more research in this person, and let me make sure this shit counts, because that's what she didn't do. And that's what led to her demise, in my opinion.
But you don't know that. You assume that she didn't do that. And also, who you asking, the people that's around them, they could be in cahoots. You think they're going to tell you if that's their friend or they're working for him, and he's putting money in their pocket, you think they're going to speak bad about them to them and tell them to get away? That's why they're able to do the things that they're doing, because they have a group of people around them that's condoning that and helping them with it, which makes them even more powerful. So if someone could tell you a bunch of lies, they could explain away how old was she?
In their web. There's no
how old was that woman?
But that's why it's so important to research before you even start something.
Why we
like y'all trying to hop over that? Like that's the main factor of why she got fucked over.
A teenager.
Cause she didn't do the proper research. She didn't say, "Yo, this is some shit that could potentially get me killed. Maybe I shouldn't do it."
That's your opinion, but we don't know. There's nothing written there that says that. So you're just
and as much as you probably know about him, they probably don't really know a lot about like you said, he's a secretive dude. So it's probably like nobody knows. Like all of this stuff is like the man in the shadows type of thing. Like him pulling strings and doing stuff. You don't know.
Oh, hold on, we're saying Jay-Z.
Talking about Jay. Yeah.
Okay, so y'all both saying that she couldn't have did no research, or y'all not giving her no right for doing some research on a alleged coke seller in Brooklyn.
So if he's a coke seller, then that automatically means that he's gonna take your life, just because that's what he does. That he's gonna unalive a woman.
That judgment got her killed.
Does that
judgment got her killed? That's not what I'm saying.
So what does it mean? Where does it correlate with this? Why would you bring it up? Please enlighten me.
People's the way they get money count. So if you're getting money illegally, right? You're gonna have to defend that money illegally, right?
Just because
hold on, E! Oh my God!
No. You're saying no, but that's what you're saying. That's
E, listen to what I'm saying. E, I'm not saying no. I'm saying that there is a connection between a person and how they get money to a person that doesn't do their research and say, let me find out about how this person gets money and let me determine if I should work with this person, if it's a good idea or a bad idea. So if I hear, or if any of us hear about a job, and let's say it's from, and you do your research, and you hear it's from a drug dealer, right? We're not gonna feel like this job is secure because it's what? It's from a drug dealer. Right? Hold on,
That don't mean they're gonna unalive you.
Stop.
That's what we're talking about.
Listen.
Losing money.
You're not hearing what I'm talking about because you're not trying to hear it. And all I'm trying to say is the mentality that you have is what got her killed. She's not trying to hear it. And then she got unalived because she wasn't trying to do anything that she could have done to differ. Like at the end of the day, if she did a little bit of due diligence and found out, hey, this person used to get money like this. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of shady shit going around this person. She could have avoided the situation. but because she didn't, because she said fuck it, because she said, oh well, all of that doesn't matter, boom, she got unalived. And it's like how we not arguing, how are we arguing that that's not what happened?
Because that's not what happened. We don't know.
We don't know that she got unalived for trusting a drug dealer.
No, because
Y'all crazy.
who the
yo.
fuck is saying he's a drug dealer?
He did for years.
Hope did that, so hopefully you don't.
Oh my! He did what, Smiley? He did nothing. Come on, man.
Like I
at the
said,
end of the day, at the end
Alright,
of,
you
even
said
if
what
it
you
wasn't
said.
whole.
Alright, you
if it-
talked for a long
Hold.
time. Let me rebuttal that. Okay, so I get what you're saying, yeah. And in terms of working with someone and even dating for a woman, yeah, you probably shouldn't date a drug dealer, but I don't think that automatically means that they're going to unalive you
Why are
because
we
they
saying
do that.
drug dealer?
Or
Yeah,
whatever.
why are we saying
Like,
date?
He's a fucking
because
rapper.
that's
He's
what,
a
yeah,
rapper.
because
We're
he's
not
saying
saying
rapper.
date.
She,
That's
She
like
allegedly
in-
worked for
in
him,
charge
right?
of the
She was
NFL.
physical. She was a physical therapist,
Yo,
right?
but hold on.
So
Hold on,
you're
hold on.
getting,
Okay,
you're
so-
now you're fucking somebody that you're employed to. That's a whole different discussion.
Oh, I didn't
We
know.
can
I
say
don't know
that,
who she is or
but
why
what
he
I'm
feels
saying
it.
is,
But-
where are we getting this drug dealer? Like you,
Because
you
he's saying
reaching.
that.
Jay,
I don't know,
Jay
he's
said he was a drug
responding
dealer,
to what
bro.
Back in the
saying.
day, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
So at the end of
He's
the
not
day,
doing that.
if you do
So,
research,
allegedly,
listen to what I'm
you
saying.
throwing shit out there.
Smiley,
like,
listen to
you
what I'm
know
saying.
people could
If
do
you're
that
in
and
a
change?
fucking listen,
You don't
if you're
think people could change?
what do we talk about?
Cause
Yeah, what are you
this
talking
is
about?
what you're. I'm responding to what
'Cause
you
he
said.
hot. Where you
You
getting
said
this
because
drug
he was
dealer
a
shit?
drug
I'm
dealer,
just
she's
like,
a
I'm
physical
seeing
therapist.
where we going with
He
this.
wasn't doing that no more. He was an artist and an entrepreneur, a businessman.
Mhm.
Allegedly, we don't know if he's still doing that.
People
There's a
could
lot
change.
of artists that said that they
People-
sold drugs in the
could
beginning
change.
of their career, but they're not on trial for catching bodies.
Yep.
So just because you did that, that shouldn't, like, yeah, there might be some people that wouldn't work with them, but did he unalive all those other people that's working with him that he might have had other physical therapists and stuff like that too? So
Not just
what
so
do you,
good.
like,
People understanding of
so
what's going
what
on
are you
in-
trying to say?
in the
E?
street. Like you have an idea.
Hold on,
that all-
Smiley.
That all drug
So
dealers
E, what
kill
are
people.
you
Like, I
trying
don't
to
understand
say?
Where you going with that.
You're saying that I don't believe people could change. I do believe people could change, but I
because you
believe.
said
Hold
he
on,
used
let
to be
me-
a
let
drug
me
dealer,
respond.
so why? So it's her fault because
I'ma
she
respond.
decided to work with him after
I'ma
knowing what his
respond.
background was, what he used to do 10
I'm
years
gonna respond.
prior or whatever before he became
Okay,
famous.
okay. I'm
If
gonna
she
respond.
even knows that, because
I'm gonna
made that
I'm
up.
gonna
That wasn't
respond.
in the document.
I'm gonna respond. When she decided to get employed with him, right? He had money. Do y'all think he had label money that was sustaining him? Or do you think that was still drug money?
In
I just want to
In
ask you.
2011, yes, that was from his music.
In 2011,
That's when this situation happened,
So-
right?
it happened in 2011.
Said that 3 times.
Okay.
Pay attention.
So let's
stop trying
hold
to
on.
listen to argue, Cause where we going
So
with this?
let's say it was 2011, right?
That's what it
Where we
said.
going with
Okay,
this?
no,
I wanna know where this is
That's you're making it
listen.
up in your mind.
Y'all
You're
are
going
trying
off
to
what
distract me
you're
I
reading.
because I had a
I'm
point and I
listening.
can't
I'm
fucking
listening.
get the point out
I'm
because I
listening.
gotta
Go ahead,
sit
cook.
here and retort.
I'm listening. Go ahead. I've been listening the whole time.
Even if it is 2011, Jay has a history, right? And how you get to your millions counts. And he doesn't just have the history in, okay, the drug dealing game. Now you're in the business game and you do people certain ways. So if this is 2011, isn't this after Dame Dash and all this shit? So now you see people that you grow up with, how you do them. You see what I'm saying? This is people that you grew up with. Now you as a young lady, right? You're about to get into this job. You hear all of these things about Jay, and you say, I'm a disregard it. I'm gonna say that needs to be changed and needs to be corrected in the household early. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what part of that is so hard to understand. I'm just saying
Did it say
you
why
can
he
listen.
allegedly unalived her? Did it say why? Why do you think that?
It doesn't. Because
She probably
they don't even know that he did it. They're just saying that she passed away and she was his mistress. She was a woman.
Oh,
that
so
He
was-
probably
was
could have had a
sleeping. You
baby.
said
She
he
was
wasn't.
messing with her.
She probably
Everything
she
is alleged, but
probably could've had a baby.
the guy in the video, the guy said this because he apologized and he said that they're working on things in their marriage, and they believe that that had the correlation with this young lady because there was speculation that this lady was doing it, and none other than anybody else, Jaguar Wright was talking about.
Because I heard Jay got more kids. Y'all heard that?
I just said that.
Heard a lot of that stuff. Yeah,
he
like
got more kids. Allegedly.
we don't know this stuff, but it sounds crazy.
I did an interview that said that it was.
It is crazy. It sounds bad crazy. And then it's like, how do you feel about this artist after you heard all these things about him? Do you still like this person? Do you still, you know what I mean? Like,
it's just like y'all said.
I don't know none of
the
these
music
artists
don't change.
So I don't
if
care.
The music
if
don't
it's said to be
change.
true, if it's said to be true, how do you feel about this person?
The music don't change, but the morality and the person change. So now it's like, yo, I can't respect. I don't want to hear nothing from this person, but it's still that music that I can't erase how I feel about the music just because that person ain't shit.
With their behavior.
Yeah, exactly. I just can't rock with that person.
You don't gotta support their behavior. You can still listen to the music.
Yeah, bro, shit. And even on the music,
now
I might downsize.
Now, since we're talking about that, look at Adam 22. Because I want to talk about this.
Oh, here we go with that. Shout out to Sauce Walker for letting him know why he didn't get him the interview.
Yo.
Shout out to Sauce Walker.
A lot of people, Vlad,
ooh-wee.
Listen, these dudes that they take these hip hop artists or alleged, unalivers or whatever, and they put them on these podcasts where they know the podcast really doesn't need this interview. But they take this interview on and get more traction, and we call them culture vultures. They out here sucking the life out of us and perpetuating violence in our neighborhood. We trying to talk about you don't like the Nicki Minaj or Megan Thee Stallion or whatever. We push this narrative and allow all of these things to exist within our culture, and we continue to complain about it. This guy brings a dude up on, whether you like the music of Pop Smoke or not, it just looks like, okay, somebody is trying to come up, trying to get out of the hood. This is their way out. We have to just acknowledge it. This is their way out. Whether you do it secular or you do it Christian rap, this is your way out of this place. You know what I mean? My music is not for kids to listen to. Like, I keep it a buck. You know what I mean? I'm talking about some raunchy stuff sometimes, but I'm not catering to children. I don't perform at schools. I don't, you know what I mean? And I do have a catalog that has music that I could say to my grandmother. And she'd be like, oh, that's very nice. You know what I mean? But I also have music that you can't say in church. You feel me?
Definitely.
But I have to have music that fits my audiences when I go to different performances. As an artist, we all can agree to that. I have music that fits every audience. You know what I mean? I have something for the women. I have something for the for the pop culture. I have something for, you know what I mean, for the people that just like something mellow. I have something for the people that like to get high. I have something for the people for the people that's going through something. I got a story. I got all types. You know what I mean? You got a little bit of things that are going on in the culture that are outside of your control. But one thing that I want to control, and the only way to change the narrative from our perspective is either to have mass people that's interacting, that's involved, or I have to have the capital. And a lot of times to get the capital, sometimes you got to do things like the ugly thing we're talking about. A billionaire, how'd you get that money? You had to hurt some people. You had to break some kneecaps. You had to do something to get all that money. Somebody's not happy that you're rich.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And you had to do it. You had to do it because it was like, look, I either have to take this or it's gonna take me longer, or I might not live to make it to see it. You know what I mean? Like you gotta take it what it is. And sometimes they do deals with people that they shouldn't do deals with. Like you're working with somebody that's this or a alleged SA person or something like that, and you still do business with them because you know what it means to your brand, the capital that it brings in, the influence that it brings in. And there's
Andrew Tate said
so much that you get from their involvement within whatever you got going on, because you can't do it by yourself.
Like
if you get a whole bunch of positive people that want to do it,
sleeping with him, then that probably wouldn't happen.
And she
wouldn't-
probably
she would've
heard
just
nothing but
kept
good
it
stuff about him.
professional.
People was like, oh yeah, he's a good guy. You know,
Yeah,
oh yeah,
but he was
oh yeah, you
already
can trust
with-
him. You can trust
No,
him.
but
Give him your social
she was
security
wrong
number.
for
Type of deal.
because
Andrew
he was
Tate
already
said
with Beyonce
The
at
only
the
way you
time.
get
That
to be
part,
a
that
millionaire
That's where she messed up at. I think if she was just working for him,
is
it
if
wouldn't
you
make
find
no
out
sense
how to
for
get
him
millions
to
from
do
other
that.
people. I said, that's deep. He said, ain't nobody just making millions. He's like, the millionaire is the person that figures out how to get money from other people. That's how you get money.
That's what it is.
No,
Like,
what the?
Your biggest supporters are those big conglomerates. You know what I mean? They give you the space to work in and stuff like that. If you get in with them, you know, being on the board with the NFL and all that stuff, like those are big wins for somebody that used to be just a rapper. You feel me? So I mean, and again, like I said, I don't support any ill narratives. I'm not supporting ratchet. I'm not supporting deleting people. I'm not supporting any of that. But I'm letting people know that okay, when you grow up, when you grow up with a certain lifestyle, or living in a certain environment, you're like used to certain types of behaviors and certain type of stuff. So you're like immune to it. You're desensitized to it. You know what I mean? So a lot of people grow up that way and they're like, man, I could deal with this dude. You know what I mean? She probably grew up in an environment where it was nothing because this dude did such and such and such. And like you were saying, yeah, that mentality can cause somebody's demise. That's
But
carelessness.
she was working for him.
But
that was in his
if
past.
you
I don't
see,
think that she slept
well, yeah,
with
but see,
him,
that's what I'm
that
saying.
wouldn't have
I
happened.
think that also, that being understood, that yeah, okay, you understand, but he has a lot to lose. Why would he do something like this that could cause him to lose his empire that he's built or
Because
whatever?
she probably was
You know what I mean?
pregnant.
So she probably if she had a child or something like
Well,
that.
there had to be a reason.
This
If
can
she was
mess up
just
my
his physical
you know what I mean?
therapist, I don't think he would have done it.
It had to be a baby, yo. It had to be a baby, or
And that's what's ugly about it, because if it really
she
happened,
was about
that's
to tell
dirty,
the
bro.
truth about the relationship because he was with Beyonce then.
Yeah, that's what
So
I'm saying.
that shit.
So that's where she's wrong, not
And
necessarily the job.
that was peak.
If
He
you
was
a
still
physical
he was still
therapist,
making music. He made 444 and to one of the songs that was up there was an apology.
right?
Yeah, I
and
know.
physical therapy, that's a professional job. Like
Right.
if she would have just stayed to do that, I don't think there would have been any reason for that to happen. Like, and not because of his past, because he probably wasn't. That's why people in the hood said that they didn't rock with him because they didn't put him on do. He probably stayed away from them, so I don't think he was still doing that stuff at that time. It's because something else happened between them that led to that. And I don't think that's a correlation because there are people that do that or did that sold drugs and are not violent people. So everybody that, and I'm not condoning it, I'm just stating the fact. Everybody that does that is not a unaliver.
Yeah, I think there has to be, especially if we're talking about Jay, I think there has to be a method to his madness. He's not just gonna, oh yeah, I'm a psychopath, I'm just gonna kill the bitch. No. But if she had a kid or she was gonna expose some information,
Motive,
you think he's gonna let one female like break an empire? I don't think he's gonna let nobody. I don't think he's gonna let nobody just break a.
Matlock.
I'm just saying.
With the fucking,
I'm just saying.
It is,
From
nah,
what I know about Jay, Jay don't look like the type that's gonna let one woman break his whole dynasty down.
That makes sense.
I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. I don't know if he had anything to do with her being unalive, but I think that
I hope not, bro.
I think that regardless, that would have been
Well,
taken
it's
care of
funny.
out of court. It probably would have been settled financially. Like, I'll give you some money to go disappear. You know what I'm saying? But I don't believe that a woman could just, whatever information that she had, could just stop what they had going at that time in 2011. Like,
They was hot.
yeah, exactly. Now,
Yo, what do you think about Adam 22 interviewing Pop Smoker's alleged leader?
I think he's loyal to
Is that
The
where
agenda.
who said that he was the one that did?
He said he was there. He
He
can't
said
talk
he
about
was
it.
there?
He can't talk about a lot of stuff.
It could literally
You gotta
mean
watch the
just
interview.
that.
I can only tell you from what I gathered. So from watching the interview, it was about an hour and some change. he talks about certain things, and you know when people a case that they're currently involved in, even though you know he did his time or whatever, there's still things that he can't say because they can always bring stuff up. You know what I mean? And be like, you know what?
For him to be out, he snitched.
That's what a lot of people.
For him
that's
to
what
be
a lot of
out,
people
he
were saying.
snitched.
When I was watching the review of it and Star, you know how Star is Star I was watching him and he had a bit of a different stance on it. He was like, yo, get the political aspect out of it. These people are journalists. They do their show. They do whatever. It's no different than
like
Gayle King. It's no different than Gayle King
or a trial
interviewing somebody
TV.
that did
So
something.
that's not glorifying.
Crazy.
Just talking about what happened. And you don't have no
But why we
allegiance
call
to
them
these
culture
people.
vultures is because they pecking at specific things, turmoil. They're profiting off of our demise. And that's what doesn't sit well with me. I don't care. I don't care if it was a African American person that was doing it. I don't like it.
Ain't that the same thing of how I feel with Sexy Red though? And Meg Thee Stallion?
It's the same as the news.
No, I'm just talking about what he just said.
It's
the same.
Subject that happened.
It's the same to what he just said. Like,
because that means that what I just said before that doesn't mean anything. We all agree with it. Like people are out there to get a bag. They're selling music. Like I said, I got music that's probably not for children. You feel me? But I have a selection. So when I'm doing what I'm doing, I'm not thinking about being a role model. I'm thinking about paying bills. And then when I get to a certain point, when I have enough capital, then I can try to change a narrative or do all this other stuff. I can't do anything being broke.
So what would you do with the capital?
I would try to make things better. I would try to make a way where
because we talking about that and then you about to start talking about
right. Yeah, let's not go down that rabbit hole again. Like but the whole thing.
Okay, guys.
So with Adam,
we were good at Adam rabbit hole.
So with the Blockstar shit, like it's just a whole.
I think we all agree that he's fucked up though. Like
Adam?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Adam don't care. He just wants the bag.
He's a controversial guy.
Like,
I mean, he's a cuck.
Like, yo,
all types of stuff.
All of
that's
those
what I mean.
bloggers don't care. That's their job, like you said. Just like the music. It's a job. They don't have no allegiance to these people. They're not friends with none of these celebrities. They don't know them personally.
I understand.
So why would they care?
It's fuck,
just like if you work at any job, it's not even televised or anything. You don't care about what the customers you doing your job, what you're getting paid to do. The customers might not like it sometime, or they might feel some type of way, but you're getting paid to do a job, and that's what you're doing. You're interviewing people. So
yeah, I think who you are as a person counts for why certain people fuck with you. Right? So Vlad is who he is as a person, right? His job is to interview other motherfuckers. So it's not really about Vlad, but we still have an opinion about Vlad. Right. And that's the same situation with this. Like we have an opinion about who Adam 22 is fucking interviewing and why he's interviewing him. We have an opinion on why he's in the porn world and in this world, and you're a cup.
Him as a parent, like there's a lot of
and you're a parent as this. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. A lot. And the first thing I said was shout out to Sauce Walker because he could have gave him that interview, but he was like, nah, I'm gonna give it to old boy.
So how do you feel about the young man? Well, you didn't watch the interview, but okay, the young man, he admits being present, he admits being involved, he admits.
I wouldn't watch no shit like that. Why would I watch that?
But what I'm saying
is entertainment.
But not that.
Curiosity.
How do you feel about the young man saying
you don't want to know.
his part of the situation?
But I do be watching documentaries about because if it's someone that interests me, then I be wanting to know what happened.
But how do you feel about somebody like, okay, somebody did something and they're telling you why, so you could see from their perspective, this is what was going on. I got nervous, you know what I mean? Dude was doing too much. He was moving around.
I don't respect certain people's perspectives.
That's what he said?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
No, he said he was nervous.
Well, no, he didn't say. He said too much movement makes him nervous. He did say that. He said he was the person that had the, feel me, going on. It was other people there. It was a lot of commotion going on, you know what I mean? And then at one point, dude was, whatever. And, you gotta look at it. This dude is a little kid. This dude Pop Smoke. He a little bit. He was what, like in his early 20s or something like that. He's kind of stocky, whatever. He probably looked at this little kid and probably tried to do whatever. And the kid was like, oh, blah blah blah, like chill, like, oh, we gotta get out of here. You know what I mean? Some of them that's just regular shit. They didn't know who he was. They didn't know what was going on. They were just doing
Did he seem
DNA.
happy about it? Like on
He didn't
bond,
seem. He
or
was
like,
really, yo. I'm gonna tell you, this dude did it. Like he was just really straight to it. Like you could tell. Like if you look in the eyes of somebody, like I know people that have done shit. You look in their face, and you tell, like, yo, if I have to do it, I'll do it. Like it's just like they got that look about them, and nothing changed. Like you know, they didn't blink when they said it. You feel me? Like it's just so it's a coldness to them.
I know, but I'm saying because some people like Vaughn, for example, like he's happy.
He
that he
blowing
did it.
it.
Like
He
he
wasn't. Nah, he
That's what I'm
wasn't
saying.
like that. It wasn't like that. It was nothing.
He was like he had.
It was
to do
nothing.
it.
See, Vaughn. See,
Just
what they
no
say.
reaction
They
at
say
all.
that he's a
Like-
sociopath, but even a sociopath wouldn't have had the reaction that he had. You understand what I'm saying? Like a sociopath would have been like Dahmer type shit. You know what I mean?
Not
Not
like
like
young though.
But
That's
Dahmer's
what
still
I'm
young.
He was still
He-
immature. He didn't know.
that was
the
clout
heavy-
for him. That was recognition.
Exactly.
That was and where in the environment that he lived at, that was like a badge of honor. You know what I mean? Like that.
He
So
was still wrong.
that was a feeling for him. You understand what I'm
But
saying?
he liked
that
doing
was
it. That's what I'm
exactly.
asking.
He
Like,
did.
But
that's maybe not in the beginning when he first started, but once after a while,
He liked the
enjoyed
clout.
it. You
He
could
liked
tell.
the-
Right.
he
He
liked the
enjoyed doing
versatility.
it, not
It's
even
true.
the
He
clout.
liked being known as the
there was a
boogeyman.
gratification from it,
100%.
and that's where it does make you. But then again, like I said, it doesn't necessarily make you devoid of emotion, which is a sociopath not having any emotion whatsoever.
Well, Dahmer did
Kinda.
feel bad about what he did. That's why he said he.
I think
just
at the
couldn't
end,
control
and this is
himself.
just my theory, and this is not nothing that can be said as true or whatever, it's subjective, whatever. But what I believe with Jeffrey Dahmer is that was like he was saying what we wanted to hear.
100%. I think
He wanted to be like that to him. That's what I think it was about him. I think he was a sociopath. I think he didn't really care. He didn't shed a tear for anybody or anything like that. He didn't laugh at jokes. You know what I mean? He didn't get scared when the dude tried to take him out with the weights at the end. He was like,
Because he
in the movie, he was like,
I do think he
just let me do it. Like,
because
you
how
know.
he took so long to do it, he didn't.
And he said
do it
he's gonna
until-
keep doing it. He said,
Yeah,
yo,
he
you let me
can't
out, I'm gonna do
control
it again.
himself.
You let me out, I'm gonna do it again. That's
Yeah,
yo,
but he
that's
said
like,
he can't control
bro,
it.
that's like,
He said he
yeah.
don't know why he doing it.
And I think it was really like just just being recognized. For some people, like it's just really like, yeah, I just want to go out with blaze of glory type. And I think that's what, you know, Vaughn. You could say he's a serial deleter, definitely. But I would say more along the lines of it was like, you know, the hood still respected him. His people that was in his camp, they was like, yo, that's my boy, that's Bonnie. You know, we love him. You know what I mean? And they wanted him to be like a symbol of their community, an icon, but he still
also
stood
was
for
doing
all
it
these
for no
negative
reason.
things.
At some
Yo,
point,
That's why I believe
it
in possession.
became
Yo.
like you just want to do
These
it.
niggas
Like
really
you done
get
left the
possessions.
hood and you ended up your demise wasn't even from those people. So
These
you're
niggas get
just doing
possessed by
it.
demons,
like-
yo. They be like, yo, I think once you kill a person, that shit, you're basically accepting, okay, you really about to go against, you know what I'm saying? What you know is right. Alright. You might as well just keep going, see what it is, and then you get further and further. And
Most people
once
that
you-
do that
once you get
do
to a
it
point-
because they feel like they don't have a choice.
No, I'm not talking about most people. I'm talking about the psychos, the motherfuckers that do it
Because empathy,
with the choice.
because empathy, right?
Like, yo, I can't.
Empathy.
Like
empathy
Dahmer,
is
like
what-
he didn't want to
look,
come
look,
out
look.
of jail because he knew he was gonna do it. That's what
Empathy,
fucking. That's what I
is
think.
this.
What's the
Empathy
name?
is this. Now, just envision. Empathy is this. Hand around somebody's neck. You're choking, right? And you're looking
That's
in their
the
face.
the hardest way. If you
But
feel
listen,
somebody
listen.
like that, then you
Listen,
definitely
listen.
crazy.
Here's empathy.
Looking
Listen.
in their eyes,
Here's
watching
empathy.
the breath leave.
Here's empathy.
You
Listen.
Stop because you feel
Here's
bad.
empathy. You're hand around their neck. You're looking at them, tears coming out their eye. Because I want you to get a vision. tears coming out their eye. They've done something really bad to you. They was beating you up, or they sliced you, or they did something really bad to that point. Empathy is you're choking them, tears coming out their eye, they're grabbing your arm, they're doing all this, they're trying to, you know what I mean, whatever. And you don't care because, I think I know what that is. You don't care because you're stuck in the moment right now. In the moment right now, you feel like, yo, they did this. They did this. You know what I mean? Empathy is gonna be like, no, what? I can't do this. I can't do this to this person. I'm gonna stop. If you don't have empathy, you're gonna be like, I don't care about their life.
You
I
gotta
don't care
just
about
watch
their kids.
them and be
You're gonna watch
talking shit
You're
while
gonna
you
watch
doing
it. You
it.
deserve this.
And you
I
get
need to do this to you
enjoyment
right now.
out of it.
You're not gonna feel bad for them fighting for their life, trying to stop you
Like,
scratching
yeah,
your
fight.
arm.
You'll
You don't
tell
care.
them.
I want you to fight.
Yeah.
I want you to stop. I want
Exactly.
you to resist.
You don't think those people are possessed to do certain things? Even
I
that
don't know.
term,
I don't
possessed,
know.
like people say they black out and they do things.
That's something that they use. That's
Hold
something
on.
that they use to
Hold
describe
on.
it.
People say they black out and they do things and they don't remember what they do. It's like a traumatic. Like we equate it to something traumatic. Like you just black out. You were so mad, and then you know what I'm saying. But really, what if you were possessed to do that shit? What if your other side of your
I guess I've
conscience,
been possessed.
the other side
I
of,
don't believe
hold
it.
on, listen. What if the other side of your conscience finally convinced you and you was like, fuck it. Go ahead.
I blacked out before. I don't think that that's a possession or whatever. I think you just get so angry and so worked
So
up,
check
and
this
you
out.
just like
You blacked out because
disassociate,
you were possessed
but
by
it's not.
alcohol. That is a possession. The
I never-
spirits
that's what-
of the
yeah, that too,
alcohol
but I'm not
made
talking
you
about,
pass
I was
out.
talking about in the context of what you were saying.
But in the
General.
context of what
Not
I'm
from
saying,
drinking, but
you
yeah,
was
that has
possessed
happened.
by something other than your normal nature, your normal sobriety. And that's what I'm talking about. We call wine and spirits, we call it spirits, right? Maybe it's a correlation between why people pass out when they're drunk. When they're drunk.
Now you're adding liquor to it, but people black out and during the altercation or whatever, and then
in any
they
form.
Get so worked
In any
up.
form.
So there's
Something
no,
other
you're
than
not
their
drinking
own
nothing in that case.
free
How
will.
does that happen?
Something other than their own free will is what I'm talking about. Because there's things other than your own free will, and then you forget.
But then there's the other thing where they have the other theory where there is another side of you that
That's what I'm
you
saying.
don't let go.
That's
And
what I
not
say.
really
You just say,
this is
okay,
just
fuck
like,
it. I'm
yo,
gonna let that
I
other
wanna
side
do
take
this.
over for a second.
Right.
That's in
Dr.
you.
Jekyll, Mr.
Yeah,
Hyde.
because you asked
I believe
for it.
that's real.
So
though.
here you go.
Yeah,
You play
that's-
stupid game, you win stupid
And
parties.
some people,
Nah,
right,
but like
exactly.
murder and
Some
shit
people
like
tell
that.
you-
Some people go too far. Though.
Some people tell you, yo, it's not what you want.
Like,
Some
leave
people
me
go too
alone.
far.
Like
yeah.
some
do
people's
tell you, yeah.
some people's consequences are more than what you just think it is. Some people think. Here's the thing about people. Like some people think you can just go into a situation and you can just hit somebody and they hit you and they win the fight and that be it. Some people think that's how it works.
Because
Here's the
they
thing,
never
like, yo,
been
like,
in no fight.
nah, if you hit me, then I'm hitting you with a chair. I'm biting you. I'm gonna poke you in the eye.
Somebody
I'm gonna,
bit the
like
girl
I'm really
on
gonna
daddy's
I'm really
shit,
gonna
so
try to
it's
hurt
like,
you
so
because
I might get
I'm
triggered.
gonna
Every
try
time I look at
everything
you,
in my
I
power.
might just hit you.
I'm gonna try everything in my power to avoid that happening. Because once you touch me, now it's like I gotta do something. Like, because now it's like okay.
And then the
'Cause you
blackout
tested
comes
me, you
from
don't
now
want-
we're
you know.
fighting and I just go out of
And I told
my
you,
head
I told you
and
not
don't
to
even
do this. I
remember
told you
breaking your
I didn't want to
nose.
go through this. I told you you making me come back. You know what I mean? And you stomping on me. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
flashbacks, trauma. You know what I mean?
So
So
you
like
fighting everybody that you had to fight. in the past,
exactly,
but
this
they just
person
didn't
is
think-
more than just one person, and they can't see it that way because they don't have altercations this
It's
often.
like
Some people
hold
put it in the back of their
every
mind
day.
like they don't want to have altercations anymore because they
Yeah.
have gotten violent. They've gotten
Yeah.
to a certain degree that some
and
people
you hold it back and you're able to keep yourself
Right.
and now
Especially
you
now,
me to that
when you're
point.
an adult, there's more consequences. Some people don't care about the consequences. If I really get to a point where I don't care about the consequences, a lot of people will be hurt. I really just really think about everything, that's gonna come from certain things, and I have to deal with everybody's everything, everybody's personality, everybody's differences or whatever. Because I argue all the time, but I don't like to argue. I feel like sometimes an argument can come off disrespectful. Sometimes an argument can come off like combative. Sometimes an argument can come off offensive. An argument can be a positive discourse, but a lot of times,
because people don't know how to disagree.
Right, and sometimes you gotta separate yourself from that, because like, where is this going? You know, sometimes. But I understand that some things are very passionate, especially to women. If I'm discussing certain things about a child or something like that, if he has a kid and it doesn't matter what we say, because she's stuck on, well, he should have knew to wear a condom. You should have knew to tell him to put one on. But they're never gonna take that accountability in that aspect and say, you know what, you're right. I fucked up. I knew he wasn't shit, but I still did it. I don't hear women even say that. They talk bad shit about the baby father, but they never say, you chose the baby father.
Guys will be doing that, and that's
the motherfucker chose you too.
Yeah,
and that's why I only blame niggas. I only blame niggas. I don't blame the chick. I don't blame the chick at all, because the women don't put logic into their shit. They got butterfly, bubble guts, whatever. You know what I mean?
What?
And they feel like, and they feel like,
bitches got butterfly butter guts.
Yo, and that's all that matters.
Tell him, Smiley.
And that's all that matters. This is Prince Charming. He's gonna change my life. He's gonna better me. He's gonna do this. He's gonna take my kid to football games and shit like that. And he's not Russell Wilson.
Yeah,
don't assume, and I understand transparency is important. A lot of times people aren't transparent. They don't talk about shit. Talk about shit. Communicate. It's important. It's the most important thing. I'm a very forgiving individual, but I'm not forgiving if you take my forgiveness as kindness and a weakness, because I only have enough. I really don't give two fucks a lot of times, but I have enough to be like, you know what, let me understand what's going on. If a person doesn't tell me what's going on, I don't give a fuck anymore. I don't dwell on it. I don't figure out ways to get them back. I don't figure, you know what I mean? I don't think about that, because I got other shit. I got bigger fish to fry, as they say. There's other things going on in my life that's more important than dwelling on certain situations, so I let it go. But I like to talk shit. I talk shit when it's time to talk shit. Like right now, we talking shit. Now is the time to talk shit, but like during the week, I got other shit to worry about. I got people that don't want to pay. I got, you know what I mean? I got all types of shit that's going on. So like, it's a lot more than just dealing with these little minor things, minuscule things, right?
And that's why I don't like art, because half the time it be about some nonsense.
But if it gets to the point where I feel like I gotta like get somebody with the what they say, the boomer.
I don't like arguing to people that don't want to listen to understand. But if we're having a discourse and I can learn something in that discourse, it can get loud. Like, I like debates, but I don't like arguments. Does that make sense?
They could be the same thing.
That's what I'm saying.
The
like,
argument, it just means that you don't agree. But the problem is, because people don't know how to agree to without agree to disagree. Like somebody gets upset and
one of the most
or get
that
triggers the other person because or they're trying to compete to talk at the same time, and now everybody's just screaming and nobody's listening.
The most famous person in our culture, Martin Luther King, or one of the most famous people in our culture, said, "You can be disagreeable without being disagreeably violent." That's very powerful, bro. You don't have to always agree with everything, but so what? Go on about your business.
But you know the only thing that I fucking,
whether they understand or not,
that I fucking didn't understand with Martin Luther King is a lot of his messages stopped at, okay, so what if that don't work and it get physical on me? I just gotta take it, and it's like
Oh, he's talking about turn the other cheek.
Yeah, like I feel like
That's
the
him and
reason-
Malcolm X.
I feel like the reason why he
That's
died.
my guy.
Not even just that, but the reason why he died is because he started promoting, like, yo, I was wrong. Like, I was wrong. Like, I thought this was supposed to be the dream, and I don't think this is the dream. And then they was like, oh,
I think
hell no.
I think what he was trying to push in the beginning, and well, not think. We've done a lot of research. You know what I mean? My grandmother talked to me about some of the stuff. His main approach. Huh? Oh my. His main thing was he wanted to show the resilience of our people and that we're not going to behave the way that they think we're going to behave because they label us animals. They say that we're violent people. We can't be civilized.
False narratives.
And so he was saying, don't be violent. Let them do whatever they do so that they can see that we can practice restraint.
Yeah. But
And it got out of hand. It got out of hand. And that's what I'm saying. I don't agree with that turn the other cheek shit. If you hit me in the face, I'm punching you, bro. That's just it.
Okay.
There's no turn the other cheek. Like,
Yeah, I don't
no,
care what color
we
you are.
can talk in civil, and I don't care whatever nobody, like, I
Whatever
have
they know.
conversations,
Talk,
arguments.
yeah.
Talk is fine. You could curse me out. You could call me whatever. You could say whatever. But as soon as you put it, cause I'm better now. As soon as you put your hands on me, it's up.
Yeah.
It's up. It's no going back after that. You press the button. That's what it is. And it's not no tough guy shit. It's just like respect. Like, no matter how big you are, like, you still gotta be able to understand, like, yo, you're not gonna put up with certain things. And that's what being a man is. You know you're not gonna talk. And this is another thing. When they say, like, oh, being a man is walking away or whatever. Yes, absolutely.
Remember,
But not walk away when somebody grab your shoulder and try to, like, yo, whoa,
If somebody
hit him with
touch
the
you, you
Johnny
gotta
Bravo,
touch
bro.
something.
You know what I mean?
Remember in Orbit when Marlon said, I'm gonna
Yo, you
turn
was
the
crying?
other cheek.
You cried today?
No.
Oh, my bad. I'm
Damn,
high
it
as
was
fuck.
deep like that?
Yeah,
What
it was,
you
yeah,
told
I ain't gonna- my bad.
It's all right. Don't cry.
No.
You feel me?
Don't
say
cry,
it's
don't
gonna be
say
alright.
cheek.
That's an insider, y'all.
It's
Watch
gonna be alright, you heard?
Nigeria's Got Talent, Emmanuel.
Then you know his name.
Look it up, bro.
He was like,
Look it up. Laughs for days. Laughs for days. Oh my
I
goodness.
know what y'all talking about, man. That shit funny.
But yeah, man, I feel like
It's been a long time.
people push the threshold for people, and normal people like going to a Will Smith, Chris Rock slap. You know what I mean? Like,
Will Smith.
like yo, like people have
You know he smacked somebody before that?
Yeah, I know.
didn't know he- I
Yeah,
didn't
some
know.
dude. Yeah, it was crazy.
So
But
so
he's a
maybe
smacker.
he do.
Wait.
He's a smacker.
Oh, the
was like,
reporter,
he
the
ain't about
reporter,
that,
yeah.
but-
But the reporter kissed him though, so he deserved
Yeah,
that. He kissed him. He
What?
kissed that
that's
nigga.
different.
He was
I
like,
ain't
oh,
know.
this
That's
that nigga like.
different.
Yeah.
All the rumors about Will and the Philly came out.
That's
Niggas
a
said, what?
kiss.
Niggas
A
said.
man,
He
you're-
slapped.
Exactly.
He slapped this
Exactly.
guy.
Bitch kiss me, I'ma
Exactly.
smack
I want
her.
people to
Yeah,
understand the
yeah,
difference.
yeah.
Now the other thing is, and I gave pushback about the Chris Rock slap because he was at the award show. He was in a suit. It was a dress-up affair. It was RSVP. You know what I mean? He was getting nominated.
We ain't coming back no more after that.
Yo, well, no, he's suspended for 10 years. He can't go back for 10 years.
Well. But yeah, he's still making movies though.
Yeah.
No, I
Matter
said
of fact,
we can't come. This is the first time we hosted, and this is what happened.
nah, they gonna definitely have us host. They just had Taraji host. Well, that's
That
the
was the
BET
BT
Awards.
Awards.
But still, they'll do it, man. I mean, I don't
Probably
know.
gonna be a while.
But you
that
know,
looks
like
bad to
that,
the culture.
and that's crazy because he messed it up for him too. You know what I mean? By not practicing restraint or stoicism. You know what I
Right.
mean?
And
Like,
he ain't do nothing. He just stood there looking down.
but he did the right thing though.
Yeah.
Because if they went back and forth and they got busy, it would have been crazy. They would have both got thrown out. Him practicing restraint and not retaliating allowed the show to progress.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
He
you
was
gotta
like,
give
Will
Chris Rock
Smith
his
just smacked
ups.
him.
Because he made it into a joke.
Did he finish the show off?
Yes.
Yeah, he was like, Will Smith
He's
just
a beast.
smashed the shit out
And
of
he
me
went on tour after.
and talked about it.
I know that.
That's why everybody was like, "Yo, that was they set that up for promotion." Nah, Will really.
I ain't gonna hold you.
No,
There's a lot
but it
of
looks
shit
fake
going
the
on,
way
yo.
that he smacked the
I ain't gonna hold you.
Like,
yo. I'm
it
sorry.
was a weird.
I'm
yeah.
sorry. Check this
Like
out.
Johnny Bravo or some shit.
Yo, I made that into an NFT, by the way. I put it into the
Maybe.
See, that's not good. You this is what we talking about.
I made it look like a Pokemon card, yo.
Promoting bad stuff
I made it look like
or
a
whatever,
Pokemon card.
And this nigga made an NFT with Will Smith slapping Chris Rock, and that's acceptable.
For those that
Hold
don't
on.
know,
Okay.
Hold on.
NFT is a non-fungible
Maybe
Token.
Chris Rock has did things in his life that deserved him to get slapped.
Yeah,
Come
because they
on
said
now.
he already had.
That's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
me, I don't
had a
know.
conversation.
I don't
And
know.
he tried to
Bro, come
flirt
on.
with Jada
Usually
too.
shit
They said
happens
he
to
was
people
trying to
for a
holler or
reason,
something.
bro. It's like
There have been things.
I don't
going
believe
on
people
behind the
just
scenes.
get hit by lightning for like
But yo,
just coincidence.
but
Y'all believe it's coincidence?
she's sharing.
You
What
think
we
God
saying?
struck them?
I think they got struck for a reason. They did some certain
That's what I'm
things.
saying. You think God did it?
I think
He smited them with
I
bad
think-
luck.
when we talk about the
Misfortune.
natural order of things, yes. I think an energy can correspond in nature and can take you out if you have some certain baggage. 100%.
So who do you
Like
think?
natural
what those type of
tornadoes,
people
floods,
that get struck
people
by
that's on
lightning?
ships. Like, yo, it's just the nature of as
What are those type of people that exhibit that behavior that would make them deserving of getting struck by lightning, or you would think this is why it happened because they're
people that's
Adam
outside a lot,
22.
people that's work in tall structures,
But
people that work.
you said it's karma or it happened for a reason.
Yeah.
So who are the people? What type of people? Because not just because you outside, then that's not for a reason.
Mhm.
I'm talking about that they did something, and who is those type of people?
I think it's balanced off of what you are continuing to do in majority as a
Like
person. So let's say the person that majority did bad things. They
Like what?
majority took pictures of kids. You know what I mean, in their free time. That's what they did. They like to take pictures. They were the nicest people. They gave to people. They, you know what I'm saying? They affected the community positively. You see what I'm saying? Nobody knew that this person was into this shit. I think certain actions outweigh other actions, and I think certain
taking
things.
pictures of kids how in a sexual
Inappropriate,
manner.
yeah,
or-
100%. You're taking pictures of privates and shit. That's, you know what I mean? I think that could outweigh a lot of good that you do too.
So
Just
they would
because.
get struck by lightning.
No,
And then
I'm not. Listen, the people
No,
that get
if
struck.
they do, that's why because of
Yeah, it could be.
know
Yeah, like think about the people that spontaneously combust. You think that's some
no,
real
you
shit?
didn't.
You think a motherfucker just explode
Yo, why you
because
say that,
his temperature got too hot and then the nigga just spontaneous bullshit. Those people were chosen to spontaneously combust, goddammit.
You gotta
All of them.
stop.
Bullshit science.
Not
Bullshit, yo.
Not too much.
That shit crazy. A nigga just blow up.
That
Oh,
don't think
yeah.
it happened.
This is
though.
real
Yeah,
life.
nigga.
Not
I'm just saying.
a
I'm just
sci-fi.
saying. I'm just saying. If that is real, then how do you think it's real? You think it's real that a
I don't
motherfucker
think
scientifically
that's real.
just
You said it.
boiled up and blew up? Bullshit.
No, I don't think that.
There has been cases of spontaneously combustible people, right?
You know. Alright, look.
This not proven. This not real.
I don't know. Show me.
No,
that.
that was
man.
something we learned about in science class, but
That's
like,
what I'm saying. I
yeah,
thought it
like,
was real. I thought we learned about
that
it in
don't be
science class.
happening though.
But how do we learn about it
There
in
was a
science class?
person that
Spotty?
happened to.
Here you go, Spotty. I'm good.
It was they had they saw like a pool where they were standing at with like body stuff, and they said that they looked like they just blew up in that spot, but they can't prove that that's what happened because there's no body. There's just the material. But because it's just so, it's like in one spot, it doesn't look like, you know what I mean? It's contained, like they were inside of a bubble or something.
They said almost certainly no.
Okay, so here you go.
That's almost. What? Why is it
So
almost?
Men in Black when the heads.
'Cause
turn
they
out,
can't-
like,
They can't prove it. They can't prove. You know what I'm
Yeah, so
saying?
here you go. But you're.
I'm just saying, if you can't prove something, then you can read it.
But yo,
There's another explanation.
what do you think about this Project 2025 shit?
Oh shit! I think that there's.
You read all of them?
No.
I'm not gonna go through. I'm not gonna go through all of
I read the
them, but
Muslim
some good,
ban.
some of them
I
in there.
read a lot of them.
Now let me tell you what this
The
is.
abortion
This
thing,
project is because I have the
The
document. It's
non-contraceptives.
basically something that like okay, if conservative parties win the election, these are things that they've compiled allegedly.
Exactly.
I gotta throw allegedly in there every time. These are things that they've compiled allegedly to illustrate what laws or what new changes in the government may come if
Not
elected.
guaranteed.
So I don't know, like, you know what I mean? Some of them are kind of crazy. And
One
some
thing
of the
with
things
Trump,
that
remember all of the stuff that he said he was gonna do before the campaign, and then it correlated with the stuff that he actually was doing.
he was building a wall.
That's what I'm
He
saying.
was really building.
If he's not saying
they
this
stop
specifically,
wall,
if he's not saying this specifically, I wouldn't believe that.
I'm gonna
might
put that
not be
wall
narrative
back up.
true.
like,
I
yo,
think they might
if
be-
I don't see the wall should have been the first thing on the
Yo,
list.
I will never ingenuine how hard the Democrats are gonna work to assassinate this man's character. You see what I'm saying? So it's gonna be hard for me to believe certain things just because it's put out there. Like I feel like a lot of things just misdirection.
End no fault divorce. How do we feel about that?
No fault divorce, I kind of fuck with that.
You could just
Like
leave a
yeah,
person.
you leave what
Yeah.
you came with. That's what? That's breaking the game. That's changing the game. Like you just leave with what you. Oh man, it might be a civil war.
That's not changing the game. They already have no fault divorce. It says ending.
Nah, but you gotta sign something for that.
It
Stop
says
no
ending
fault.
it.
The only time you could break up with somebody is if there's really something to break up. So you can't break up with anybody.
Oh, he's wilding.
Wait.
I'll
Did
say.
you actually-
I'll
you
say.
didn't- no, you said you
I'll
didn't
say
work
the
out.
narrative is wilding because I don't know if he really said that.
And
That's-
that means
that's
they
wild.
can't. A person
And
seeking
no
a
fault
divorce is
divorce.
not permitted to
No full
allege
divorce
a
is
fault-based
what?
ground,
Ending it?
adultery,
Yeah, I don't know.
abandonment,
And like you
cruelty.
want to break up with a chick just cause she farts.
Oh no! It gotta be for a reason, right? Nah, I fuck with that.
A person
Yeah.
seeking
You want it?
a-
You
this
want
is-
it in that?
Yeah. I miss.
Cause you don't want nobody to just break up over no.
Yeah, or no
stupid
dumb
stuff.
shit. Yeah,
Or-
100%.
Hey,
It gotta be
you
cheating
think
or
you're
this
more-
motherfucker
No,
trying to
this
kill
is
you.
what it
think-
said. A person seeking a divorce is not permitted to allege fault-based ground. Adultery, abandonment, or cruelty are examples. And there already are some states that have that. Wisconsin, Oregon,
That's right.
Washington, Nevada, Nebraska,
Right here, right?
Montana, Missouri, Minnesota. What?
Oh, it's a lot. Is that a spider right there?
Where?
It's like a fuzzy hanging right here. Look at the bottom. Right here. It's close.
I can't see.
It's right here.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you want to put on camera.
Oh, no, yeah, get it. I was about to get it.
There's another one right there.
Where?
You got a bunch of them though. On the light. You got a nest somewhere that just hatched.
I don't got no nest. Don't be saying
You
that.
do,
on
it's
the
bad
beat.
baby spiders, yo. I had a nest. Don't be afraid. Me and Bree was killing them. They gone now. They just blended in with the light.
Oh my god.
Oh, they go over here. Oh, this shit. One of them is right here.
Yo, they want to cut Social Security. I think that's great. give me all my money now, and then I'll just put it to
Is
the
that
side.
what that entails when they're saying that?
They take Social Security out of every fucking check, and you don't get into the
Oh,
shit
they're
you
saying
need.
don't take it out your check. I
Yeah,
thought you were
and that
saying
shit.
don't get
Just
it
give
when you
all your
retire.
bread.
That's not all your bread. There's other taxes that come out, so they're still gonna take some.
Take 5.
There's different taxes that they take on.
Or cut Social Security.
But is that what it's saying, or it's saying people
You gotta go
won't
over
get
there.
Social Security when they retire, like whatever that money?
You're not gonna get it because you automatically gonna have the money that you're supposed to get. Because they take it out for you. It's security for later in life that they automatically take out of your check.
You're not gonna give it?
Social Security.
I ain't see it. I lost it. I got one of them.
Where?
The other one. It was on the light. I squashed it with my bottle. I see the web. Keep moving. I just
Another one is
show on the camera.
Ban books and
Ban books.
curriculum about slavery.
Oh,
They've been saying
they been should have did that because it's white teachers teaching us about that
no,
shit.
I said
don't
they've
want that
been
shit.
saying that they were gonna do that.
I'm down
Ban
with that.
African American and gender studies in all levels of education.
I'm not mad at that.
And civil rights and DEI protections in government. And free and discounted school lunch program.
It's closer. Yeah, I think we got it. No, right here. Went on the table. It's going on the table. It's
You could keep talking.
You like messing with the camera?
yeah, I'm out of the frame now.
Oh,
In the Affordable Care Act.
No, more this way. No.
Raise prescription drug prices.
Stop.
Eliminate
so bad.
Oh, shit was funny. I see it though. It's on the bottom. Yeah, I think you got it.
eliminate the Department the Department of Education.
Sorry.
Eliminate the Department of Education.
Yeah, they basically don't do a lot anyway.
Ah, yo.
I ain't mad at a lot of
I'm
them.
gonna homeschool my kids anyway.
Yeah, I'm not really mad
Use
at that.
public taxpayer money for private religious schools.
Oh, I don't know. How much money? Like, what are we talking about?
Teach Christian religious beliefs in public schools.
I don't know.
And
Could
free
be, like
and
what?
discounted school lunch program. I already said that.
You gotta teach the truth. You gotta be like, yo, Jesus is black.
And civil rights and DEI protection in
In
government.
a color, at least. Even all the bless you. Even all the Middle East, you know, these dark skinned people.
And climate protections.
Whose birthday?
Ending climate protections. Whose birthday?
10:08.
10 of 8.
That's what time it is. It's my
Oh,
birthday.
Oh, it's your birthday?
No. 10
Oh,
8.
10/08 is your birthday. I got you.
Oh yeah, I might be something. I might have to play that number.
Word, right?
Increase Arctic drilling. Deregulate big business in the oil industry.
What's that?
Deregulate. So what's regulated?
He's trying to
Selling
deregulate
oil
oil
with other countries.
Deregulate big business
from other countries.
and the oil industry. So I guess
We running out of oil.
Don't let them run themselves. I guess we don't regulate them anymore. Let businesses run themselves, and the oil businesses run themselves. I guess. With their own.
Yeah, they don't. You dirty. You might not that.
Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Looking at Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
What happened? You say you look like a Ninja Turtle?
No, you said you looking at Ninja Turtles.
Promote
Look at his little tail.
and expedite capital punishment. Promote and expedite capital punishment. How do y'all feel about that one?
What is that?
I don't even know what that is.
Unaliving.
Yes.
Unaliving what?
Capital
People,
punishment
like if you
is
go to
deleting
prison,
people.
yeah,
Definitely.
like
Oh,
lethal
death penalty?
injection or yeah.
Promote and expedite it, meaning make it faster.
Because some states don't have that, but some still do.
And you gotta make it fast. You can't like. hold
Yeah,
on
because
to a
they
nigga for
do. They be
years.
on. Yeah.
I mean, I kind of dig that, especially if the nigga know he did some vile shit. But they gotta make sure they get it right. I don't want to hear no innocent nigga got killed. That's crazy.
Right, and that's the problem. There's so many people that are in prison that should be in there.
Oh, listen to this one. In marriage equality.
What does that mean?
So, everybody's under the man in the marriage. There's no equal. There's only one head of household.
Oh, that's gonna change
So
the world.
what does that
That's gonna change. Women
What
are gonna be
does
like, I ain't
that
getting married.
look like what is that?
Women are
she's
gonna
not
say-
able to work.
Well,
or what is
feminism is gonna say slavery.
If she's married, then all her rights are dictated by him, possibly.
Yeah, he's like the father. Of
Let's look that up
the
to see what
household.
that really means. Like literally.
Because that's wild. That's right. You gotta delete some of
pay
this.
all taxes, and then you said pay when I went to go get the broom. You said pay our taxes should be paying for public religious schools. That sounds ridiculous. Like it's bad enough we're paying for people life. Our taxes is paying for people rent and stuff already. And now you want us to pay for school for people that we don't even know, and we don't even, if we don't agree with a religion,
Yeah,
everybody's not religious.
I hope that don't
So
go.
what the hell?
I hope that don't get regulated. That sounds like some bullshit.
Marriage equality, the definition is marriage between partners of.
Same sex or gender
That's not marriage
identity.
equality. Is that what marriage equality is?
That's
What
they
does it say?
So they're saying you can't, no more gay marriages.
Oh.
No more equal rights for gay people trying to get married. That's what they're saying. That's allegedly what they're saying.
That's really what it is?
Yeah, nigga. You thought it was some man perk. Nope. It's some straight guy perk.
Married same-sex couple. Wow. Act of 2013. That's the law. July 17th of 2013.
And who's that? Obama? That's Obama. Obama. and Michelle Lee.
That's crazy. Well, no marriage equality. All right. Condemn single mothers while promoting only traditional families.
Whoa, condemn is wow.
So what do they mean? Are they gonna get arrested?
You're gonna get stoned.
I mean, what does the sound?
That's
like?
kind of
wild,
goes
yo.
back, but I think you
This
should
sounds
take it a
extreme.
step
That do
further
sound extreme,
and prevent that from happening.
Yes.
Like I said
I
with
agree.
the abortion, if you're not with your father, you just fucked and got pregnant, then boom, no, because you're by yourself. You don't got no money, boom, no. If you're on drugs, one of you, whether it's you or the father, no. That's what he needs to do. Not talking shit about it or condemning them how. What are you gonna do?
Oh,
What is
no.
the action and they already did it, so it really ain't solving the issue. You're just making them feel
No.
bad for it.
You already
They
did
still
what,
got,
D?
they're still a single parent. There should be prevention of that happening,
Prevention of-
not just what are you doing to them because they already made the mistake. So that's not solving the problem.
Right.
Like,
You saying prevention of having babies?
single parents, that
Single
condemn
parents.
single mother. That's what we're talking
Condemn
about.
single mothers while promoting only traditional families.
That
So,
might be what he's saying, though, right?
making them
That ain't what
have
we don't
like
know.
mother
That's,
and
I
a
say
father
that's-
and the kid.
So that's what that's saying, right?
Right.
That's saying the same shit, right?
No, he's saying
No
condemn
single-
them.
So you don't condemn them by like saying
So
that that's
there's
not
gonna be
acceptable.
I think condemning it means there's gonna be some form of punishment. I don't know what
Yeah,
that punishment
that's an
would be.
incentive to not do
Look
it,
it
right?
up.
Okay. Condemning.
Gotta have some type of explanation behind what you have for these rules that he's trying to implement.
I guess just being discriminated. It's not really like something
That's what I'm saying. They're already here, so that's not solving the problem. That's the way. You might as well not even do that. We need to stop it from happening.
prejudice
Is what?
I guess it's not really like a law of punishment. I guess it's just really just condemning them. I guess.
Like talking shit, shunning them, making
Yeah.
like people already do that.
Casting
They
them
still
as,
doing
like,
that.
Yeah,
So
you got
outsiders.
You gotta think, and they're taking away abortion, so you can't even get no what's the name. So condemning could be anything.
Well, that's gonna encourage. That's gonna encourage.
That's what I'm
them to
saying.
stay
right,
with the
more
person that they
people
have
are
in
gonna
child.
keep
Exactly.
having kids because you're telling them they can't do that, and they.
So they're gonna have to stay with.
No,
the
but if
person
they're
they
being
with.
condemned
It's not
to
always
not,
It's
one
gonna be
person's
forcing.
choice.
It's gonna be forcing a dude to be a father. It's gonna be forcing a woman.
it's
to be
gonna
a
force
mother.
the family together. Yeah.
Or pick the right person so that you don't have
Hopefully.
to do
I think more people are
Hopefully.
gonna get picked in that system than now if they implement it, because
Motherfuckers-
it's forcing
motherfuckers better-
motherfuckers. Because you gotta think
better
now.
wear a condom.
Now the
nigga.
laws,
Yeah.
now the laws are saying that there's gonna be no, I mean, you get in what you walk out with, or you get in what you walk in with, and there's no penalty and shit. It's like there's no more incentive to do a nigga dirty, and then once that incentive leaves, once it's
So what's
You know what I'm
happening to
saying?
the mother, to the baby mother? Like, is she getting
she's
penalized?
she's being forced
If she don't do what
accountability.
she's supposed to do?
She's being forced accountability. It's like she didn't have to have that shit prior, but now it's forced. Cause it's like, yo,
We belong together.
yeah, if I pick the wrong nigga, I could be stuck with this nigga
Yeah.
forever, and there's nothing I can do about it. That's forced accountability. Now you're scared straight because you're like, yo, if I fuck the wrong nigga, it's over. You can't be a hoe under those
That
circumstances.
takes the fun out of sex.
Unless you know you're not gonna get pregnant, and you don't know because there's no more fucking contraceptives. Bro, that changes the world, bro.
Defund the FBI and Homeland Security.
I believe in that. They should have been did that when they went after the.
You don't think we need them?
No, they should have been did that when they went after
They
the
did that
Panthers.
under Shy, and it didn't turn out very good.
They went out.
They did
use
it to
it.
the police.
Use
not
the military to
FBI.
break up domestic protests.
I think that about the FBI,
Domestic
they
protests?
should
Yes.
put
Things that
their
happen
money
in the
into
city.
other areas
Yeah,
Or at home.
instead
It's a protest,
of
yeah.
removing
Yeah.
it.
Instead of having Homeland or
because
FBI.
we need
I mean,
protection.
look, man. At the end
I
of the
don't
day,
think, I think the money, the training
they could
needs
go
to
out
be.
there.
They need to put money into
Because
better
they got
training, better.
police.
They could go
But
out
police suck.
They could go out there.
The FBI actually be thorough. They be doing shit.
They
like,
could,
you know.
they could go out there and play a sound frequency and have the whole fucking crowd scattered, fucked up. Don't even just on the ground, fucked up. I bet you they'll leave.
They do got that shit.
That's what I know. Smiley. It's nothing.
They got some shit that make them
It's nothing.
Google on themselves.
It's
got all
nothing.
types of
It's nothing, bro.
crazy
It's nothing.
frequency. yo, shit.
And that's what I'm saying. Like at the end of the day, bro, if they really wanted to control a situation, they could. They be letting certain shit fly off, bro. and then other people get the blame when some shit go
If
wrong, when
we-
some nigga died.
If they're saying
Every time.
that the president will become immune
Well,
to
He already
punishment
is.
while they're in office,
He
and
already
that's crazy because they could do whatever they want.
He already is, and they already do.
See what? Oh man.
They
Well-
already do. This shit is all scripted, yo.
It's a
You don't think they?
dictatorship.
You don't think they
That's a
do what they
dictatorship.
want to do in that bitch? This
He-
nigga Bill Clinton
Yo,
was getting sucked
he
off to the
literally-
Oval
he
Office,
literally-
dog.
He literally
Talk
could
about
purge.
hate
He literally
crimes.
could purge, bro.
You don't think them
Violence.
niggas did hate his crimes? Yo, Obama got rid of the most terrorists. We don't know what them terrorists did. We don't know why
Yo.
them terrorists were targeted. We
If-
just know that we trust our government. Go America. Go America. That's all we know. We don't know what
I
they're
don't trust nobody.
giving
Like I
orders
said,
to do.
The
We don't
president,
know.
I think, is a puppet, and somebody else is pulling the strings, and our vote doesn't really
Then-
count. That's
then-
predetermined who's going to be the president.
Then-
That's my opinion. Yeah.
Them and days were crazy. Them and days not going to war for us. Only people that's going to war for
They
us.
fighting. They
the
fighting
last-
the good fight.
The last and the new age patriots. My nigga.
They're not doing
People
yeah, they
that-
have other people
that's
doing
willing
that.
to
They're
go
not about to get their hands dirty. That's
kill
why they
some
got
folk.
soldiers. They letting them die. They not getting
For the
in
country,
field.
America. Because otherwise,
And whatever happens,
why you think they
the
talk
president
about
is the scapegoat.
coming up
They
with the
just
draft?
blame it on them, but they really have.
Yo, this is a crazy one. In birthright citizenship.
what is that? Oh,
If
yeah.
you're born up here, then you automatically a citizen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
But if
crazy.
you're not, then you're not.
Elian Gonzalez would have never been able to stay here.
Yeah, my parents would have to leave too.
That's crazy. That's
So,
crazy.
I mean, it's wild as fuck, but
What he trying to do?
he
trying
said
to
end it, not reverse it.
He
So
trying
all
to
the-
say,
all the
don't
people
let
that's here is here.
Islamic people or something, didn't he?
Yeah, Muslim. Yeah, he said don't let no Muslims in the country because they're at war with them.
ban Muslims from entering the country.
Yeah, because he
that's
already
crazy.
was trying
That's
to
a
build a
religious
wall
war, though.
before.
That's
remember?
that's
And
the
then they
Christians
stopped.
versus the Muslims. The Christians think that
I don't
the
like.
Muslim
I don't like some of
God
this.
is-
I'll be honest
is-
with you.
is
I'm
Satan.
not. I don't feel too comfortable with some of this stuff.
Because if he's doing that to that group of people, then what's he gonna
It's
do
only a matter
to
of
black people? Like,
Yo, so then we get back to the discussion that we always have about Donald Trump. Now, if some of these things are even remotely true,
Or
which,
America.
which ones, which ones of these can we deal with, and which ones can't we deal with? Because let's just assume that some of these things will get picked, or
Okay.
something will get picked off of this list if he's in the presidency.
Okay.
Is there anything that's okay that we can keep?
Yeah.
A lot of things, okay. Because this is crazy. This whole list is fucking crazy. I seen like 2 or 3 things that I say was okay, and I think it'll be more than 2 or 3 things that they're gonna fucking put. If they did do this, if this was real, this is fucking kind of fucking scary. I don't know. Some aspects of it just seem like you have no control as a human being. And these are the things that we talk about with other countries. We say that America is a great country because you're able to do certain things. You have the authority over yourself to make those choices, right? Taking those things away from you is like really like leading to like, okay, you're gonna do what the leaders of this country tell you to do. You're not gonna be able to be your own person. You won't be able to create your own wealth for yourself or whatever because you're going to be back to being a slave. They need you. They need more people to work. They need more people to be devoted to doing this for the rest of their life. So they'll say they're going to give you $40 an hour just to do it. And some people will say, fuck it, I'm going to take that $40 an hour to work at Amazon. And that's just because hey, we want to have more people working in these industries, and we want to have less people having businesses because we need more workers.
Okay.
How will we as a people grow with that type of pushback for us as generations to break those curses?
Us as black people are gonna go along with whatever masses say is feasible and makes sense. Because we are in NASA's country.
well, depending what it is.
No,
you don't
not
have a
depending
choice
on nothing,
because
E.
we could
We
be
are in
locked up.
NASA's
You follow
country.
the law, right?
We
You're
are in.
not a criminal.
I'm just saying.
Do you? Yes or no?
But you didn't let me finish. I just had a point. I was saying it, and then you started interjecting. Let me finish my point, and then we could talk about, you know what I mean, if I follow laws or not. But what I'm saying is, we're in a country that's not ours. It doesn't belong to us. So at the end of the day, us as a people, we are going to go along with whatever is normal, and we're gonna adapt to it like we always do, like we've been doing for all them years. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that we're not physically capable. I'm not saying that we're not mentally capable. But I'm saying that we are in a country that is not our country. So we have to adapt, and we are used to that. So that's what I'm saying. It's easier to adapt when you're used to adapting versus overcoming, versus rising up, versus smartening up, versus banding together. I'm just saying what we're used to doing. And what were you trying to say now, E?
I said, you said we gotta do what Master said. I don't like how you said that, because we gotta follow the law unless you want to be, you know, an activist and go get arrested.
If Massa wrote the law, then does that matter or not?
Are you following it? Is what I'm asking you. You're not a criminal, right? You've never been arrested.
I say not to a T.
Never been arrested.
Not to a T.
So
like,
you're
look,
following
I'm gonna do. Listen. I'm gonna do me because that's, you know what I mean. Without incriminating myself, I'm gonna do me. I'm not gonna do it to a T. But some people are gonna do things to a T. Some people are just gonna be like, go along with what's, you know what I mean, what's comfortable. Because out of that comfortableness, then you gotta, you know, do the work. And some people don't want to do the work. So at the end of the day, it's like, for me, I just want to be in a situation where I could spread knowledge and I could let people think what they want and how they want. Because the only goal for me is to spread the knowledge. And once the knowledge spread, then, you know what I mean, it could be decisive, it could be offensive, it could be whatever it is, but it's out there, and my job is there.
Well, we talk about Mr. Trump and some of
I'm about to move to Australia.
I
Think it's good over there too? They got Aborigines
Yo,
that can
no.
say otherwise.
No.
There's
They're
deadly
wildlife.
They can
animals.
say Aborigines.
Yeah, there's
is
deadly
like-
animals, but the
They
laws
didn't
are
like the
different.
deadly-
No, I'm just
and
talking
they
about.
got free health care.
I'm talking about the Aborigines,
They got-
the brown people that live there. You see what I'm saying? They have a history of, you know, how they got down there and how the other side got down there and how they, you know what I'm saying? It's still reminiscent to America. You can't escape certain things unless
We
you.
don't have a constitution in
Yeah,
Australia.
I bet you they
Some of
don't.
their
But
laws
they
are
still got
similar,
racism.
but-
They still got
Yeah,
certain
racism
things.
everywhere. I'm not
I know
just
they
talking
water
about
goes
that.
the
I'm
other
talking about
opposite
the
way.
laws.
In the toilet.
Racism gonna exist no matter where you go. It exists
It
in
depends.
families.
It depends
or
on where you go.
Discrimination, rather, in families. In the same family, there be colorism. It be like in certain cultures, they
I
be
think
like,
colorism
you're
and
light
racism
skin,
is
and
different.
it is different, but it's in the same sphere of what we're talking
Of
about.
just
I'm saying
hating
you can't
somebody
escape
first,
that.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be there no matter where you go.
You can
I'm
escape
talking
some
about
racism.
going to Australia because the laws are different. And
Yo, I heard their toilets flush counterclockwise.
They do, because they're at the other side of the
They
world.
showed it on.
Allegedly. But
on
you
The
know what?
Simpsons.
So
You know what?
lift it up instead of pushing it.
No, when you do it, the swirl goes the opposite way.
You know what? That kind of makes sense if the not if the spot is under it, but if the spot is on the other side of it. Doesn't that make sense? Because if it was under it, then it would come from up top, but it's going from this side to that side to that side to this side. So left and right, not up and down. Oh yeah, they just geek. But this shit makes sense. I'm just saying, like if it's spinning the other way, it's spinning from this way to that way, not from this to that. right? Because this to that will be in the pole sense of north to south, and this is east to west. So east to west is usually left to right. You know what I mean? So for it to say, for it to be left to right, it's saying that it's either so far on this side that it spins differently versus this side which spins the other way, counterclockwise. Because even on the clock, like the clock goes a certain way, it doesn't go the other way.
I never pay attention to the direction of the squirrel when I don't watch the toilet when I flush it. So,
yeah, you gotta keep that one time.
I close the
one
seat,
time for your mind.
and then I flush it with the seat.
One time for your mind, yo. Like, ooh, especially when you geeked up, you gotta be on the edible. You still fuck with some things. Smoke an L, you go to the bathroom, let that bitch flush. Be like, yo, if I was in Australia, it would go the other way.
I want to get
Bart Simpson called somebody in Australia and asked them what color. Well, I mean, what color? What direction their water and their toilet went. And it's like, oh, hey, mate, it went.
Not good.
Right, what is that? Mixed it up with some Family Guy. Giggity.
I don't know, man. That was a high outburst. I forgot what he said, but it was funny. Simpsons, man, I don't know. Simpsons is funny, but I don't know. Family Guy got him back. Rick and Morty probably. Yo, I'm swearing by Rick and Morty merch.
Simpsons started it, and then they gave it to the Family Guy, and then Rick and Morty is like the seed of Family Guy. Like that shit is fire.
Cause Rick and Morty is on another level. Like you're like.
No, that's like American Dad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like. Cartoons are different. Like they make
cartoons,
adult animation.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's called. So you're watching something that you can resonate with, whether you like it or not. Like there's some people that are just now watching the Cleveland show because Sanaya Lathan is on it.
She's on it.
She's the voice of his wife.
Oh, I never.
Get the fuck out of here.
Loretta Sanaya Lathan.
What?
Look it up.
I never.
Oh my God.
Look it up, bro. Look it up. Look it up. Look it up.
Who voices Coretta on the Cleveland show? Nah, it's Nia Long. Even still.
I didn't know it was Nia Long.
No, but wait, really?
That's so she getting that brand.
I said who
she been,
voices
and I still
Coretta
come on, right?
Cleveland show.
Or it's over.
Coretta tells voiced by Nia Long.
Is that show over?
Yeah.
So Sanaya Lathan, it wasn't her? Alright.
It was her. What was that?
Oh, Roberta.
Oh, it is Sanaa. Yeah, it is Sanaa.
Yeah, Roberta. That's what I meant. The current wife.
Oh.
The other wife. That's still crazy. He had two bad wives, yo. He had two baddies.
And fucking Sanaa.
He had two baddies.
That wasn't him, though.
On the show,
they weren't Drew.
No,
that way.
but Roberta looked good. Roberta looked good, though.
I'm hating
Roberta fired.
Man.
Roberta fired.
Yo, you know that was a white man?
Oh,
Cleveland.
What? Yo, I thought it was that dude.
It's Seth, ain't it? Seth MacFarlane.
It is him? Is his voice?
I think it is Seth.
I thought it was that dude.
You gotta look it up.
You don't know? You guessing?
No, I think it is
No,
Seth.
I think it is. He do that in Family Guy.
Yeah.
No, but I could have swore it was that
It's
dude.
definitely a white dude.
That played the
It's definitely a white dude.
What's his name? The ladies' man. The guy that had the afro.
Oh, I know you talking about.
Because it sounds like him.
Maybe. I thought it said his name when it come up. Seth.
Oh, it was two different people. Well, is it? It was a white dude and it was a black dude. He's the new one, I guess.
Who was the black dude?
Arif Zaire.
Is that the dude?
He's an octo room.
That's not the
other
dude
nigga was
from
Mike
Lady
Henry.
No, it's not him. Wait, no, let me see again. That's him?
Yeah.
Nah, that's not him. No. Another guy from Ladies. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know his name though. Look it up.
Oh, but shout out to him then. Shout out to him. He got Nia and what's her name?
Yo, that's crazy.
I hope he got him when he voiced them.
They did me a long character.
No disrespect. No disrespect.
Coretta was crazy. Her hair was wild. Like she looked crazy. But Roberta, she looked good. Roberta the one that her son Rollo with the afro with the big wheel. He like the black version of Stewie.
Yeah, he better.
NASA warns us
He's
that
smart, but he's not as
size
smart as Stewie is.
370-foot asteroid is
They had a
heading
clash
towards Earth
episode.
at the speed of 33.
Oh, they just launched?
No,
What
launched. NASA warns that a tower-sized 370-foot asteroid is heading towards Earth at the speed of 33,600.
Where does it say that at? And when
It's
is
the first
it
thing I
supposed to happen?
seen. It's the times.
Where is it? Where
When
is
is
it
it
hitting?
supposed to happen? Well, it said Earth, but when? How recent is that?
Let's look it up on Google.
Shit be just happening, yo.
It's gonna be like that movie, Don't Look Up. And
Yo, you know what?
Just sad.
Yo, one day I woke up, guess what was playing on my TV? I'm not to like scare no one here. Armageddon. Bruce Willis.
I mean, well,
And I just
woke
watched
up with
it.
the TV on.
I just
'Cause
watched
you
it.
probably fell asleep with it.
It was on YouTube. Like that shit just was playing. I was like, yo, what is this movie? It was actually good, like,
I never watched it.
but Bruce Willis is not in good health right now. So who's gonna save us?
Yo, you gotta
Tell me who's gonna save us?
relax.
We still got Tom Holland. You got him.
Tom Holland is not
He's
safe.
He
right.
can do a couple flips, huh?
That nigga
Spider-Man.
is, he Venom.
Oh, Tom Holland is Venom.
Yeah.
No, Tom Holland is Spider-Man.
Oh, Tom Holland. My bad.
The other dude, what's the other dude name?
I don't know.
I
The
forgot.
dude
his
that's
name.
Venom.
I know.
He played in Mad
Isn't there a
Max.
new one come out?
What?
A new Venom.
A new Venom? Not yet.
It's coming.
There was one
I
that
think
came.
so, right?
I don't know
The
what the
second
new
one,
one's
right?
supposed to be.
Huh?
I think there's 2 that came out.
Yeah, just the
two
Carnage.
came out.
Yeah,
But
but it's
there's
supposed to be
another one.
another
I've
one.
seen a trailer.
There's another one that they said was coming out, but I don't know when it's coming out.
Was Spider-Man in the second one? I didn't see
The
that.
Nope,
Last
not
Dance.
yet. The Last Dance? That's Carnage? Is it Carnage Last Dance or something?
No, that's with the new.
Oh, it's just called Last Dance?
Damn, my nigga John Cena is
This
retiring.
October, and we know the first trailer for the Find, and that was on June 14th.
Is that a crossover episode, movie? Because they
Yeah.
said it's a lot of stuff in the, like, they be having what you call
I
it?
know I seen the trailer on something.
The Marvel, what is it called? What's it called, man? The Marvel shit.
Good.
Marvel.
The web shit. That they have, like, all the different Marvel stuff that's coming out.
Timeline?
Is that what it is?
I don't know. I'm guessing.
Phase. The phases.
Phase.
Yeah. Like Phase 4 and all that other shit.
I don't know.
That shit is crazy. Like, I'm like, yo, how do you come up with this shit? It's mathematical shit. And what is this?
Venom 3.
Venom?
The last thing.
Is this anti-Venom?
Not anti-venom.
It's crazy, yo. Venom is a crazy movie. Cause when they had that cheesy part 3 with the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man series, man, I was so upset that the dude from that 70s show was Venom. I'm like, come on, him?
Who was it? Which one?
The dude that had the curly hair that they said was an SA dude.
That he did it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know they said that.
No, it wasn't him. It wasn't him. I'm sorry. My bad. Not that dude. The dude that went out. The dude that went out with the girl. No.
Yeah, I watched that.
Who went out with Donna?
I don't know. I know if you say what the character
Ashton
looked like,
Kutcher
but
went
I
out
don't
with Donna?
remember the show because I didn't really watch it.
Who was the
But I know
dude?
you're saying
the-
Valderrama is the curly
The dude,
hair. That's
his son.
name, right?
The dude
His last name.
that's the dude's the son.
Oh, the dude that allegedly did that wild shit or
No. The dude that's the son.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know.
He got a brother, right?
He got a brother with
Yeah.
curly hair.
Yeah.
That's Valderrama, right? With the curly hair. His last name is
I don't know his last name. I only know what the dude looked like.
Yeah.
And wasn't he going with Donna? Ashton
I don't know.
Kutcher
I
was
didn't
going with
really
Donna, or the
watch
dude was going with
I
Donna?
just
I don't
I
know
know
who
like,
he was.
some of the characters, but I didn't.
I think he was the shorter dude.
He was going with the nigga with the chick with the red hair.
Okay, right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That dude, that's what I'm talking about. He was Venom.
Oh, he was Venom?
He was Venom
snap.
in Spider-Man 3.
Oh, snap.
What in the world on a horse?
I
He
don't
was,
think you
he
think
was
we're gonna take
corny
it-
though. He was a corny.
That's what I'm
Venom,
saying.
bro.
I think they'll change him.
October 25th.
Oh, word.
I hope they
Leave
change
him,
him.
bro.
Whatever.
You excited? You like that movie? You really like
Yeah,
that?
I watched both of them.
What Marvel movies do you like as a woman? I'll be
I like-
interested in hearing.
The Avengers.
Okay.
I watched all of them.
Okay.
I like Batman. I like Dark Knight.
That's
my
that's
favorite.
not Marvel.
Oh,
Alright.
sorry. I don't know.
Sorry,
Which
Look,
DC?
you can
say
it don't matter. You can say superhero movies.
So
Yeah.
that's DC.
But just say
Yeah, that's
stay with
DC.
real comic books. Don't say Jupiter's Ascending.
That's hilarious.
That is a comic
It
book,
is,
but not that shit.
So Dark Knight is. I mean, Batman
Alright, yeah,
is
Batman,
DC.
Batman DC, that's fine.
No, I'm just asking you because
Yeah,
I
it
don't
is.
be knowing. So
It's
which
DC.
in the
Marvel, I'm talking about Marvel.
So
Batman,
Avengers
Superman,
is Marvel.
DC.
I do. Do I like Superman? I don't really. It was okay.
Superman's
I like
DC.
Spider-Man. Oh,
You
that's
like Spider-Man?
Spider-Man is Marvel.
That's Marvel.
Yeah, I watched all the Spider-Man.
You like the Hulk?
I like She-Hulk more.
You like the
I've
She-Hulk
watched
series?
the
You
Hulk.
watched that?
Yeah.
Alright.
I watched the whole.
That was corny, but it wasn't. Nah, I'm gonna give it a
think
little
I
more
watched
credit.
Marvel.
It wasn't. Nah, I'm gonna give it more credit.
Those
It
was
wasn't
your
that
first instincts,
corny.
Bobby.
It wasn't that
They
corny.
had
It was
I don't
promoting.
think I
was
finished.
twerking.
It was
I think-
promoting
She-Hulk
what they
was
call
twerking.
uh,
Meg Thee Stallion.
the
I
M.
think I
They was
didn't
promoting
finish
the
it.
M.
There was like
She
a couple episodes
You.
that I did.
They were promoting the
See the
M.
cake?
She You,
Yeah.
making it more women prominent, like Captain Marvel, like super, like
Yeah, I
Captain
like
Marvel
Marvel
is a character that's so powerful that nobody
Yeah,
can
I
withstand
like
it.
that too.
And there's
Marvel.
no other male counterpart to her
Captain
right
Marvel. The Marvels, isn't that something?
now. Yep.
I like. What's that one with the
Oh, Captain Marvel.
with that squirrel thing?
Oh, you like Squirrel Girl?
No, it's a group of people and a group of the crime fighting. I don't know. And
Crime
there's a
fighting
squirrel
squirrels?
or something. Rock is the name Rocket. What is that?
Guardians of the
Yeah,
Galaxy.
there we go. There
Is
you
that
You're
go.
not no
Marvel?
squirrel. He a raccoon.
Oh, okay.
that
That's
Marvel?
Marvel.
That's
Yeah,
Marvel.
that's Marvel.
Yeah, I
You like that?
Thor's Marvel.
I like Thor.
You like Thor?
I don't think I watched all of those.
Some of them like
You didn't
Thor.
miss much with the latest.
Nah,
one.
Thor had to grow on
The,
me, yo.
the
Like
latest
from the
one. You
beginning.
like that Love and Thunder shit?
I
Shit
like
was ass.
I like elements of it, but I
That
didn't like
shit was
the
ass.
storyline
bro.
with the kid. Like they added things in there.
It was
It was
wildin',
things.
bro.
It was things I like, bro.
Love and
It
Thunder.
was definitely things in there I like. Like
That's
I
one
like
of-
in the beginning when
That's
he
one
had
of those agenda
when he
movies.
ran through
You
that
don't
whole
wanna watch that
when he
shit.
ran through that whole army in the beginning. That was thorough.
They was
I
trying to
really
make
like that
dumb
last
masculinity,
Spider-Man with-
dumb
that was the
masculinity
cartoon.
Thor.
And he was all
You
these
gotta
different.
give it the time,
It was
Thor.
all these different Spider-Man, man and women Spider-Man.
You're
That
so
was
dad,
good.
Thor.
I
Madam
don't
Web.
like watching.
You watch Madam Web?
No, Spider-Man.
Oh, okay.
The cartoon one, the last one that came
Oh, you
out.
like Spider-Verse?
Yeah, that was
Alright.
good.
Yeah, with
The
Miles.
animated
And I
shit.
don't like, and I don't even watch. I do watch cartoons, like old cartoons from when
That's
I was
pretty
younger.
cool. I think they're gonna make a live action of Miles Morales. That'll be
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Miles Morales is dope.
I heard Willow was gonna play him. I was like, what? I mean,
That's
not
crazy.
Willow, not Willow. Jaden was gonna
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, he played action.
play him. He got a fake being a
What else?
Dominican.
What others? You got
He can
Iron
pull it
Man,
off.
Doctor Strange.
Oh yeah, that's really good. I like
Doctor
Doctor
Strange,
Strange.
though.
And yeah, I
Doctor
like
Strange.
Iron Man.
Doctor
Iron
Strange
Man
is
good.
dope.
Pretty much,
Wow.
probably
That whole-
all.
that whole
The one
shit,
they
wow.
are good movies. I don't know about the
How he
comic
got
books
his
and stuff,
powers and
but
everything. Wow,
The thing about it, like, there's always been a battle. Like, I watched the 1994 Captain Four. I'm sorry, Captain Four. Fantastic Four.
I like Fantastic Four.
But
Suicide.
but the,
what is
like
but it was
Suicide
but this
Squad.
was a movie. This was
Yeah.
a movie in 1994.
I
It
think
was
I
like
that
partially
one.
trash.
I ain't like the one with Michael B. Jordan in it.
What
Sorry,
is-
my boy.
Suicide
I
Squad.
like that
Suicide Squad is DC.
shit. Yeah,
That was good.
that was good.
I give DC credit for certain things.
They
I
got
like
some
Dark
shit.
Knight. Dark Knight was
What
good.
is
That
that?
fucking Joker
It was
movie with,
something
what's his name?
I was
Joker?
watching. I
Oh,
think
I
that's
ain't see
DC
the
too.
opera Joker.
It's some group of people,
I ain't watching
and they
it.
went to this camp to get their power. Like it was a big rock thing, and then there was somebody that his brain, like I don't know, it was like a group of people, and then there was a girl, and she get mad, I think, or something.
You're talking
I don't-
about
But I don't think that's Marvel. I think that's DC.
that's DC. You're talking about.
They were like went to an academy or something.
Yeah, they was all like messed up people or whatever.
Teen Titans?
No, Teen Titans was a pretty good series too.
Yeah, I fuck with that.
The live action
yeah.
shit. Yeah,
That shit was hard. I gotta finish
that's
this.
fire.
That's with Robin. and,
Yeah, yep.
Dang, I forgot what the name of it was.
That
I know
was good. I
you got
really
the
liked
robot.
that.
The robot is what's his name? Brendan Fraser is
Oh,
actually the
shit.
robot.
And it was somebody, he was wrapped
Yeah.
up. He had, I don't know, he was like wrapped up or something.
The Invisible Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
What
dope.
is that? I don't know. That was a really good
It's
one.
DC. It's all right. DC show with the robot guy.
I told you.
Doom Patrol. Doom
Dude,
Patrol.
yeah, that was really good. I like the girl.
Voiced by Flula Border, this version had the chief place's brain.
They all had those
bodies
powers.
to perform the robot more effectively.
Yo, but the first episode crazy how Brendan Fraser came to be.
I thought the cat went by
He
my
was a
leg.
car
He
driver.
wasn't even
Yo,
nothing,
you
yo.
gotta watch it. You gotta see that.
That's
What is that?
What? A moth. It probably come in when you open the door. I don't know. I'm sick of it. And there's all these trees around here every time you open. I don't even go out that bathroom, maybe leaving the door open. And every time I open my door, something come in here. Because they need
You
the
gotta
door
see it.
open, so,
That
and
cat
it's
need
hot. Or,
That cat needs to get active.
where's the squad there?
Oh, no.
It's just a moth.
Yeah. The ones
She'll
with no
kill
box.
it eventually.
What's a wasp
Yeah,
doing
Doom
up there?
Patrol
Like,
is really good. Who's your favorite character on that?
On what? Doom Patrol? I don't really watch Doom Patrol like that. I ain't gonna hold you.
who's on Doom Patrol?
It was a girl. I don't remember,
don't know
but
any,
I only watched it
character
once.
name?
Yeah, I wasn't familiar with it before I watched
Pretty
it.
cool.
Oh, okay.
Stumbled
This is
upon
this
it.
is
I'm
a
like,
clip.
Oh, this is
Oh,
good.
this is it right here. What happened to the sound?
I took it. So this is what
Oh,
this is what happened.
put the caption on.
Oh, something. But basically, it just shows like how like he's like a daredevil type of dude or whatever,
Oh, I like
and
it.
he was in an accident and he really didn't know how it came to be everything that happened to him. He won this race, and then right after this, other things happened in his life, and then he drove off, and he got in a really bad accident.
Damn. Did that really happen?
Yeah. Before he got in his accident, that was the last thing he did.
Why
And
did
then he
do
did that because he just won the race. Now look at him driving. He cheating on his wife.
Oh, wow.
What is Daredevil?
Daredevil is Marvel.
I like Daredevil.
Daredevil. Do you like Iron Fist?
I never heard of that.
Iron Fist. You like Luke Cage?
I do, but I didn't finish watching.
You like Jessica Jones?
I fuck
never
with
watched
Jessica
it.
Jones,
I seen
and
it
I
up
fuck
there,
with Luke
but I
Cage.
never watched
Then
it.
he smashed in the comic. He fucked both of them, right? Jessica Jones.
Yo, they
and-
all be smashing joints in the comic book.
Yo, my nigga, but I was proud
Just
of my
like
boy
the
Luke
industry.
Cage, yo. I was proud. Yeah, exactly.
Daredevil got a
Yeah,
few.
yeah.
Yo, I think the biggest one to be smashing a lot of people
The biggest.
was Tony.
That's
Tony Stark.
crazy. That yeah,
Tony
Iron
Stark
Man
in the
look
hose,
good.
nigga.
Tony Stark. Oh, he was
He in the hose.
Wow,
And he
that
mad
Yo, she
smart.
really like.
The dude that
she
played
really
him.
like talking about Iron Man.
No,
like,
well,
like,
Robert
yo.
Downey Jr. looked good.
Huh?
That's the man who played him. I don't know what he looking like in the cartoon, but Robert Downey Jr. is in a
Look,
track
this is
for me.
crazy. He wavy.
Damn,
That's what happened.
killed all of his people and his son.
Yeah.
Right? That's
So
who
that's
played
what
him.
turned him into that.
Yeah.
We gonna save you.
They only could save his brain.
We gonna save you.
Look,
Damn, so he remembers
yeah.
as a robot. Oh man.
Niggas be so
Well, he, like,
popular
super strong.
and dick
Fuck
size be
that.
the size
Kill
of
me,
a Roku
dog.
remote. You hear this?
Huh?
What happened?
Somebody posted niggas be so
Oh,
popular and dick be the size of a Roku remote.
That's
This dude's
crazy.
invisible. Like, you take all the bandages
That's
off, look
crazy.
invisible.
I feel bad for those people that have to go through that.
A Roku remote.
That's wild.
Wow, that's a weird shape.
Yeah, it's a pint-sized remote. You remember it, bro?
She could like stretch her fingers. She could turn into a different type of organism. Like she probably the thoroughest.
That's what I
like,
said. I like
Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, but
Is this Marvel?
this is DC.
Oh, that's the DC equivalent of people. Okay.
This dude, wow. It's entertaining.
He look like he drinking a lot of coffee.
Dude, though.
And they're at the academy so they could get trained
Yeah,
and hone their powers.
I'll watch that.
they really a character, and I mean, really like involved in DC, like as like a good team.
It's
They're,
like the Avengers,
underground team.
right? But for DC.
Like more like what's like a side Avengers squad that they got?
Suicide Squad.
Like the
Justice League.
Justice League? No.
That's DC.
the people that live on the moon. What are they called? What are the people that live on the moon in Marvel?
The Moon Knights.
The
Marvels.
Yeah.
I forgot what they called, but they like live on the moon and stuff, like, and they're like mutants, but they're not Inhumans. That's what they're called, the Inhumans.
Oh yeah, they did.
They're
have
like
a
the
show about
Inhumans.
that,
Like,
didn't they?
that's what they're like.
I never seen it, but I've seen it.
Heard about that shit.
I've seen the ad.
Because the Inhumans, they all got like some type of mutant ability. Like all of those people got like changed genetics.
Is that Wolverine in there?
Huh?
Is that
The
Wolverine?
X-Men is Wolverine.
Yeah, X-Men.
I know,
Marvel.
but that guy looked like
Really?
For the Inhumans, oh, that's Black Bolt.
No.
What's his name?
Black Bolt.
Black
Nigga name is
Bolt.
Black
like a
Bolt?
golden
That-
Black
winner.
Bolt, like a bolt of lightning.
Oh,
Oh,
Black
Bolt.
Bolt. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute. What's the girl name?
It's cute.
yeah.
With the red hair, her name is Medusa.
Oh, Medusa.
He
And
taking,
who's the other guy?
That I think is his brother. His brother's name
He cute.
is I don't know. I forgot his name. What's
So
the-
it's only 3 of them?
It's nah. It's only three. Yeah, nah, it's like a whole group, like the X-Men.
Oh, cause they only
They
show
all
us
like
the
mutants. Yeah, cause they the main people. Those are the kings of the Inhumans.
And do she really turn people to stone?
No, that's not what her power is. She got like hair that she could like
Grab you?
grab you with it. Like her hair like is like alive. Like, it's crazy.
So it's instead of her arms, it's her
She
hair.
could use her hair. Her hair is like indestructible. And
Ain't that a
that's crazy.
Mortal Kombat character?
Ooh, Mortal Kombat.
It's
Grab
somebody
you
that
with
do
your
some
hair?
drink. Yeah, this Medusa right here.
What's her name, Mom?
Medusa.
Oh, her hair come at you? Oh, shit. She look like that,
There is somebody with hair in
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
It's, what's her name, Mom? Katana Mom.
Who?
Katana Mom. I forgot what her name is. What's her name, Smiley? And when that be shrieking and shit, she could use her hair and grab you and shit. Like Sindel.
Sindel.
There you go. He said something and it sounded like Sindel, so I said Sindel.
Oh,
She-
Maximus.
who
That's
is she?
Maximus here.
Maximus.
His name is Maximus. I got me a
You said
damn
who is Sheba?
Pokedex for fucking
Marvel character.
Marvel and shit.
Who's
Nigga.
Sheba?
She ain't from Marvel. She's
She's-
from DC.
Oh.
She's one of the people that be
Man.
where Wonder Woman be at in the Amazon shit. She was one of her villains. She looked like a fucking Catwoman.
I can't believe we gotta
Sheba.
go work tomorrow, yo. I got so
She got a tail and shit.
used to just waking up when I wanted to fucking wake up.
Who is the guy that had all the arms? That's in Mortal Kombat, but he got all the extra arms. He got like 3 arms on one and 3 arms on the other side.
He got 3 arms.
Yeah, on each side.
3 arms on each side.
3 arms?
It's in Mortal Kombat, I think.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Goro.
Goro? He only got 2 arms on both sides.
Oh,
3
well,
arms
he
is
got
crazy.
more than one. Dude. What's his name?
Goro.
Goro.
Yeah.
Who is Gambit? Where's that?
Gambit is
Marvel.
X-Men. And he throw the
Yeah, I
cards.
like Gambit. They didn't make a movie about him.
They
I
were
would
going
like to
to.
see a movie. What happened?
They canceled it for one of the female movies.
They ain't say that. You just made that up. I really would like to see that. I like Gambit.
Yeah.
Dwayne would always
I'd
get
be-
him in there. He would be
They
throwing
canceled
the
it for
cards.
Mrs. Marvel.
He would be like car flash or what did he say?
Mm.
Something stupid.
And he got
How they little
the Creole
comebacks.
accent. I know you love his
He be
Creole
like
accent.
flash. Something and throw the cards. He always say something slick. Spider-Man be saying slick
Mhm.
stuff too. He be saying little jokes.
Cause he got detonated the shit. Gambit got it detonated, right? He
They're,
has to say
um,
something.
He
His-
got that
His
spit.
cards have
Energy, right?
kinetic energy.
There you go.
So it absorbs whatever power he has and he throws that power at you. So
That's
it
crazy.
explodes on impact. It's crazy.
Nigga, Gambit.
So he can make a card, he can make a bottle cap
Was
blow
it-
up on a table.
Wasn't he the only one that could smash
I like
Rogue?
Wolverine.
Nah, he couldn't.
He couldn't smash Rogue?
Nah, Magneto could though.
What?
Yeah, this magnetic
Did they
field.
make a movie about
They
Phoenix?
had a kid.
Damn.
Huh?
Phoenix.
Yeah, they did. They made a thorough movie about Phoenix called Dark Phoenix.
I remember that.
Oh, I
shit.
think
That
I
shit
did.
was
That was
fire.
lit.
I think I did. I remember that. And I really like Phoenix too. And where is she from? Which side?
Marvel, right?
Who? Phoenix?
Yeah.
From the X-Men, yeah. Marvel.
Yeah, I like
Oh, look at
that.
this
Was
robe.
that was good.
Oh,
It's
Rogue
a
a
cartoon.
beast,
you
yo.
heard?
Rogue
Cartoons
is a
is
beast.
safe, E.
This Black
People
Widow.
is not so safe.
Black Widow?
Yeah, they,
Black Widow?
yo, they be looking thorough, yo. Tell me. This is
Mystique.
Not you
no,
getting
no,
turned
this is
on by the
no
animation.
Nebula.
You said what?
Nebula,
you
the
get-
bald-headed
Nah,
robot
I
joint.
don't do it for me. You gotta look at least a little bit real.
This is the new Black Panther chick. This is Black Panther's sister.
Oh, I
She
like
had
Black
that body
Panther.
back in the
Who
movie.
was that? I didn't watch the second one though.
Silo Beast.
What's Black Panther?
Black Panther,
Marvel.
Marvel.
I like that. I didn't watch the second one though.
The second one was
Me
the
Cause I was
good.
mad
Me
because
neither.
the person died.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
like,
But they figured out a way to squeeze it in the storyline. I think his son is gonna be the new Black Panther.
That's cool.
That's gonna be.
I mean, yeah. Did he have a son in that? No.
He really did have a son in the comic book.
Well,
But in the movie, they played it into it because they know that the character died, so they chose. The MCU is different than the comic book, but sometimes they got writers so they could change the story to fit their narrative, so they can fit things in and they can incorporate certain things. Sometimes they do a good job with it, and sometimes they bomb, and the fans tell them. So this dude, Foggy, whatever his name is, the director or whatever. This dude be listening to the fans and he won't give him pushback. So some stuff that came out, like Blade, he didn't put it out because
that's
he like,
DC, right?
no, that's Marvel.
That's
He don't want to put that out until,
I like
yeah, that was lit, right?
I didn't even know that was a comic book.
I didn't when I was growing up either until
My guy
you know
Blade.
what I mean? Spawn either. I didn't know that was.
And I like,
comic book.
I
I was like, yo.
I used to have a crush. on
Michael J. White didn't even like that
So,
shit. I'm like, how? That was a
yeah,
classic.
we
That's fire.
seen him before, and
looked
he
like
was,
a vampire,
and
too.
Dwayne was like, "That was your best movie," or it was something. He was being sarcastic to about Spawn, and he said, "No, it wasn't."
Yeah, he don't like that shit. He went on blast. Like, I hate when people come up to me.
Oh, Spawn?
Yeah, he took a picture.
Spawn was DC too.
That Spawn
Oh,
was
was.
DC?
Spawn is a DC
Oh,
character.
both. He was both.
Spawn is a DC character.
Oh, he just DC?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
But I like.
There's
So
actually
he's in
a comic
Batman's
book.
universe.
Yeah, there's a comic book actually where Batman helps Spawn. It's
Oh.
called Spawn versus Batman.
Oh, shit.
versus, but he helped them.
Yeah, because whenever they ask somebody in there, because he's an anti-hero, he kills people, deletes people.
Yeah, some of them don't. I don't like
What's
the
up,
ones
Ghost
that
Rider,
don't.
nigga?
That's
Ghost
what an
Rider-
anti-hero means.
Yeah. Like they
Take
do it for the
souls.
greater good. Like Dexter would be an anti-hero. Because he do it to other villains.
I like anti-heroes.
Instead of bringing them to justice.
As opposed to the other ones.
Yeah.
No survivors.
It's like
They don't-
Never take me alive.
he got guns, everything.
This nigga's fucking with his name.
300
I remember I took a picture with Michael John White. I was so happy, but I didn't
You
like
still got
that
the picture?
picture. Yeah, I don't like it.
Damn. How you don't like it?
Because I don't like how I look in the picture.
Oh, damn. That's not good.
It wasn't a cute picture.
You gotta crop yourself out.
Mm,
So you gotta crop yourself out.
I mean, I'm not about to do all that. I just kept it to myself. Well, I think Dwayne posted when he took the picture.
And you posted that shit?
did I? I don't even know.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. He was at our cousin used to box, and he came to.
Oh, with Michael J. White. Yeah, I did post that picture with him.
Can't go.
I seen Michael J. White a few times too, yo.
Yeah,
Like,
they said
he
he
a
at
cool
the bar.
dude, yeah.
Somebody else said they seen.
he's a
Cause
cool
he from
dude, yo,
Connecticut.
for real.
Yeah, he is.
He be walking down the street. I seen him. Well, I'm probably not now, not as much, but I did see him walking down the street a few times.
Cause
In
he's
the
from
hood.
here.
Yeah, but he's
Well,
from Bridgeport.
Hartford. Oh, he's from
Bridgeport, yeah.
Bridgeport.
But I seen him walking on Whaley. I was like, yo, it's Spawn, yo.
That's how you do it.
He don't like.
And you was
He
like,
don't like. Yo, he
right,
don't
cause
like.
when you
He
said
don't
it-
like that though. He don't
Right.
like that.
Cause when you said it, he was like, You was like, that was your best. That was
That
the
was
his
best,
best
movie. He
movie.
It was
like,
lit. It
That
was
his
lit
best
because
movie, yo. That's the
it was
movie
lit
I
because-
fuck
He
with
probably
him.
like, I ain't
Yeah.
getting no bread for that. That's probably
You probably
how he
didn't,
did
but
it.
I was
still your
just
best
happy.
movie,
I was
man.
just happy that
No,
that
I
Michael
wouldn't
J.
say-
White
I
was
would
at my
say
No.
that's
cousin.
his best
Was
He
movie.
at
probably
my
got
cousin's
paid
boxing
more.
It's
match.
better
Why
than
did I
that Tyler
get
Perry
When he
shit.
won.
He probably got paid more for that though.
I didn't watch the black
Did Spawn
exploitation
go to
movies.
theaters? That is
I
not
don't
a black
know.
exploitation film.
No, I said I didn't watch
I don't
none of the
know.
ones that he made.
It
Because he
probably
made some
did,
black
though.
exploitation movies.
Who? Oh, you
Michael
talking
Jai
about
White.
Mike.
Yeah.
Oh,
And wasn't
Black
that him
Dynamite.
saying, don't pay me
Dynamite.
no, don't pay me no, that don't make me no.
Yeah, that's
never
from Black
mind.
Dynamite.
You can hit the sheets or you can hit
That's
the
Black
streets.
Dynamite.
If you
I
gonna
ain't
go
watched
or you gonna
Dynamite.
I
come.
gotta watch it.
Dynamite.
That seemed good. That
Dynamite.
seemed good.
You never watched Black
But
Dynamite?
I ain't watched
I've
it.
never
nah.
seen it.
It's a cartoon too.
I like Exit
I watched the
too. He
cartoon,
did
but I
good.
didn't
You
watch
never saw the movie?
I ain't
That's
seen
where
the live
it came
action.
from. Black
I ain't seen
Dynamite,
the live
man.
Exit Wounds was a good one.
I'ma
He
watch
wasn't
it.
the main character.
Yeah, crash out.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
But yeah, man. It's crazy, man. Everybody
Like
just
6 hours at least.
be your good people, man.
You heard
Don't be out here causing no violence.
Exactly.
Shout out to Kendrick Lamar for that video. That video was litty.
Shout out
Because
to
they not like
Gelato
us.
41.
They not like
That
us.
part.
They not like us. You think you could come and disrespect Pot, nigga?
Yo, you was hype.
A minor. Yo.
Y'all gotta relax, Brody.
Yo.
The way that Kylie
Brody,
did colonize.
I gotta relax, Brody.
Yo, we out of here, yo. Smiley Jizzle, man, my man,
Chris O.D.
and our
Fuck a Millie
co-host.
mama.
Oh, shit.
We out.
Sound like pop. Oh,
If you think
shit.
you in love, better hide your sister.
East side, where we ride.
They quit the game, claim to be a
Realest
player.
shit I
but
ever
a-
wrote.
Yeah.
Get so loud.